We know if there are more fan-made games. There are some others. I, however, don't plan on playing them because most of them are unfinished. We will do Project Eden's Garden whenever that gets updates, which, by the way, Project Eden's Garden did have an update this month. And it looks like their wheels are turning, but they said to check out for another update in August, so we're kind of sitting on that one for a bit. I was thinking it would be fun to kind of bring the subject of Project Eden's Garden back when they do release some kind of definitive date, and maybe we'll do like a YouTube video or something for it. Hey Rosamond, happy Sunday. Project Eden's Garden will be done in the year 2188. I really, really hope not, because that game, to me, seems like it could be better than some of the mainline games. Actually, Thomas, it's even earlier than that. The last time Project Eden's Garden... It was released, Chapter 0 was released, in December. So it has been 6 months, almost 7 months since we've played it. That's wild. It's been half a year. And he released, like, a tweet showing, like, progress in different areas. So it looks like all their storyboarding is done. It looked like a lot of things were finished except for, character sprites or something. I forget what it said. I might have to look up the tweet so I can talk about it in more detail. But, it looked like they are making good progress. So we'll just take that, for what it is and hope that it comes out soonish. Alright, let's get into the finale here. Our last Danganronpa Another 2 stream. Wait a minute. Why is Teria here? He's dead. Yeah, it's me. Yes, I finally found it. I'm almost there now. Of course I'm with her. She just seems to be in a bad mood. Wait, what? Oh, of course. You know how many years we've been searching for him. Yeah, I know. That aside, are you alright? Are you sure it's gonna be okay? Yes, if you say so. Yeah, I know. I'll contact you right away if there's anything suspicious after we land. So this is probably a flashback to when he and Makaru showed up, right? Probably. Yeah, it's time we end this. That's the only way. The only way those guys can rest in peace. I saw that island in my dream. You were there as well. You didn't promise me anything. You couldn't in the end. So now I'm alone. And that place became our promise. I bury my pain and suffering under the shattered pieces of that promise. What should I say first? Empty. If I were to explain the Empty who is monologuing right now, my name is Empty, though I doubt anyone really cared. Empty. As you can see, I'm not empty or have a empty as well as empty. I'm just one empty of the ordinary... That's a big coffee. Of the ordinary empty, student empty, that empty at any morning. Empty. Only emptiness, empty. The empty. You alright? Seems startled. Not surprising, I guess. I don't even know what the heck's going on. Wait. Did I hit new game by accident? I'm pretty sure we hit new game by accident. Lamau! I'm like, wait, this makes no sense. Okay. Cut this part from the VOD, future Pangy. What the hell? Yeah, that was definitely me clicking new game and upload game. Oh my god, that is so funny. This is a holdup! Okay, Tux, I literally just hit new game and read the prologue and was super confused.
Is it because you think I'm ugly?
It's not. Also, hello, Diamond. And hello, Tux.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is the final stream for Danganronpa Another 2. I'm so excited. Here we go. This is what I remember.
All
Crying maids. Hey. Master Utsuro. I should say it's been a while. No, wouldn't it be better for you to talk? Oh, it's amazing. I missed you so much. I really wanted to see you again. Why can't I stop crying? It's normal. Nobody would like to see a boy like me again in this world. You're wrong. I'm happy. I'm so happy to see you again. But... Oh... Oh... Some regrets still remain. Oh! You could say I'm foolish for being so shameless. My wish is to be with you forever. I'm only here to fulfill my purpose, Master Utsuro. Wait! Are you just going to let it end like this? Without doing anything, without making a choice? Can you really accept this as the results? It's noisy over there. Oh! Master Utsuro. What should I do? Ugh. Why are you asking me that? I'm sorry, but this time I can't be alone. Akane Taira. It's not too late. It's too early to end it like this. Oh, it's for you to decide. Oh! You've always done this. It seems you've always depended on me. That's why you scream. Can't be without me. But you've been acting like your own. You've been acting on your own this whole time. Tell me, have I ever helped you decide? Come back, Akane Taira. Without you, nothing begins and nothing ends. Don't run away. If you come back, I won't stop you from doing anything. Just one more time, please lend me your power. No matter what you choose, I won't stop you. It's okay to come back when everything is over. If you don't want to, you can come with me. Nobody can decide for you. You deserve a chance to choose for yourself. Choose whatever you want. Sora, or Master Utsuro, I choose...
I'm scared.
I'm sorry, Master Utsuro. Just a little. Please wait just a little longer. After all... Why are you apologizing? I told you. You decide your own path. Go back. Good evening, Garbajack. Yes, we are in the final part of Chapter 6, so this will be the last Danganronpa Another 2 stream ever. Lastly, there's one thing I want to ask. Master Utsuro, are you just part of my imagination? Are you really Master Utsuro? Oh. you're asking that, you should already know the answer. You do not need me to answer it for you. If we
pardon-moi.
could get hard blocked by Logic Craft, I really hope not, but the last one was super hard, so...
You mustn't!
We'll just throw ourselves at it till it works out. Go away. Get it done. You know, in the last one, we did improve over time. Alright, we did. Master Utsuro. Thank you.
Nanda.
What is this?
Oi.
Ryutaro, Keisuke, I remember telling you to go to the helicopter. Boss! Director, there's a problem. The door won't open. And then Steven gave me advice on how to correctly Yamate. That was very helpful. I thought that the black lines were just one-shot targets, but you were supposed to ignore them. Whoops. Excuse me? Oops. Maybe someone touched something they shouldn't have. Hey, what's going on? No! No fucking way. It can't be. It's irrational. It's irrational to be surprised. However, the power to produce an impossible result, you should know that power all too well. That voice! Shit! Hello, kites! Yes! Good to see you. And welcome to the final episode of Danganronpa Another. Somebody, catch that crook! Keisuke, please wait here with everyone. Okay. Nice to meet you, Kisaragi Foundation. Mikado Sonoji? Hydration? What am I drinking? We are not hydrating. It's actually coffee. We have a espresso maker. Haven't put it over ice with some, a little bit of the, almond milk creamer. So good. I could use a coffee right now, too. Hey, what is the meaning of this, Seobai? He should be dead. Seobai, betraying your moral code. It's wrong. Oh, that was Mikado that said that. Whoops. You betrayed me for money. Thanks to that, things have become more complicated. Be so heartbroken. As you said, I follow the cash. The Kisaragi Foundation just had more moolah, nothing personal. It doesn't matter. The process doesn't matter. But the results are that I'm still alive. How? How was I able to restart the Neo World program, you must be asking? That's right. Well, I never would have imagined that you would have put code that bypasses security and closes the program from the outside. Wait, Ginjo, what are they talking about? Shut up, this isn't the time for explanations. The method I used. Allow me to be honest, I don't know. That's... When the Neo World program was closed and the emergency power was cut, my death should have been certain. Should have been. Well, no need to worry about the details. As a result, I have risen from the dead. Okay, so wait a minute. Mikado probably had a life-threatening condition, and his ultimate luck from Utsuro would make him live. Yes. So he's kind of like Sora, where he can only exist in the virtual world. Interesting. So the activation of the security system was your doing. Indeed. You like to imagine that? Oh yes, yep. Was still voice acting. The talent, right? Hey, so what are you up to tonight? Happy Sunday. Indeed, this laboratory is like my second body. The wires are my blood vessels, the electricity that flows through is my blood, and the computer is my brain. Operating this security system is just as easy as breathing for This can't be. Unless someone deliberately restarted the emergency power, this should be impossible. Director, apart from us, anyone else in this building is... Everyone else in this building is at the entrance, right? Correct. Not including the troops outside surrounding the perimeter. Everyone is inside. It's useless to suspect somebody from the Foundation. Only 3 of us ever went inside of the emergency power room. Then one of you lot turned it on. What was that? There's no other explanation. It's gotta be one of you two.
そうか。
I understand now. Culprit's you. The contract we made was all a lie, and you were working with Mikado still this whole time. You're the only one who could have done it, filthy scum. This is why I don't trust criminals. Everyone shut up. Stop jumping to conclusions. Do you really think the culprit matters now? We still have a massive problem on our hands. No matter what somebody is planning, we have to act now or this will all be for nothing. If you have the time to be wasting arguing, then you should use it to think of what we should do. Shh. Woohoo! Looks like Ray's the smartest one here. Don't bother even trying to understand what happened. I don't know myself, after all. But you don't need to worry yourselves. I have no intention of harming any of you. Don't try to shamelessly bullshit us. This isn't the time, Tsurugi. Mikado Sonoji, what do you want from us? You must need us for something, since you went out of your way to contact us, correct? A proposal, you could call it. I still intend to carry out my initial plans. To resurrect Master Utsuro. You all know this by now, yes? According to my initial plan, the resurrection of Master Utsuro should have already been complete. More cleaning? Oh my. Oh yeah, well, it should be an interesting ending. Your apartment is gonna look so spick and span, that's wonderful. I'm glad you all enjoyed your lunch break, but it's time to return now. To return? But there is no need to worry about this backup plan of mine. It will be beneficial to you as well. Drop the detours, get to the point. First, I want my actors to reprise their roles. What? I'm referring to Yoriko Kabuya, Hiroha Niji-ue, and Siobai Hashimoto, who have all returned to the real world. 3 of them will return to the virtual world. Because said people left, the killing school trip is currently on hold, as if time has stopped. Want us to go back in there? Correct. Furthermore, I would request the 2 members of the Kisaragi Foundation take the stage as well. Us too. I refuse. Who? I only hear your words as a call for us to come in there and die. Entering the Neo World program and being in reality there is no different. Hear me. Oh, you hear me? I agree. Besides, I already betrayed you once, so I've lost my credibility with you. I've seen what you're capable of. No thanks. I understand your caution. However, I said I would not hurt them, did I not? And if the 2 of you enter as well, wouldn't you have a special advantage over me? Is that the Force shutdown? Or shutdown? He's talking about the one we used on Jabberwock Island. Yes, with the consent of more than half the users, the Force shutdown will activate. Since Siobai and I are counted as administrators, we do not count to this total. In other words, you have half of 13, 7, which means you could simply enter and end the Neo World program. That 7 is including our dear Rei and Tsurugi, of course. So if we enter and you try something, we can just activate the Force shutdown. Wait, why are you believing that? Most of that is correct. However, this is a modified version compared, meaning that it wouldn't be the same as it was on Jabberwock Island. And with this, you can expect us to jump into the lion's den by entering a system we know next to nothing about? Rounding up, we're good. No, forced shutdown would work. I told you, Director. I've inspected this software inside and out. I'm the one who modified the system, so I should know. In fact, that's how I was able to manually disconnect myself, so I can guarantee it. No. Still, there's no reason for us to take the risk and enter ourselves. Our fight with you is over. The survivors have been rescued and the killing game is over. Woohoo. There's no reason to take the risk. That's what you said, right? What? Instead of wasting my words, why don't I just show you a reason? Take the stage, Yuki Maeda. Is anyone there? Sora, Yoriko, anyone? Where is everyone? I can't see, it's so dark. Please, someone help. Anyone. Who's there? Help me! Help me! Yuki Maeda. So where's his physical body? Tsurugi, Ray, is this the Yuki Maeda you've been looking for? Wouldn't leave him all alone here, right? He's just a poor victim dragged into all this. Yes, a victim who was sacrificed for divine luck. The Kisaragi Foundation was founded to help those in need, was it not? Shut your mouth, you filthy criminal. But there's more. If you don't want to enter the virtual world, the doors are going to remain shut. Hey, Grin. Happy Sunday. How you doing? And this lab just so happened to be built in an abandoned nuclear shelter. From the inside or the outside, no matter what, it would be impossible for them to open the door. You'll be trapped here for the rest of your lives. Wait a moment. I'll contact the rest of the Foundation. Drink every time Kinjo says the word criminal. Okay, so every sentence. Do you really think I let the radio waves stay up? Try all you want, but your radios simply won't function. The only way out of here is to do as I say, or else, yes, I'll have no choice but to blow up the island next to the laboratory. Of course, if I did that, they wouldn't be safe. Criminal! Just kidding. Also, it's not just Yuki Maeda you should fight for. Shouldn't you be fighting for your dear Teria too? That brat was so annoying, he kept resisting until the bitter end. You wouldn't want poor Teria's death to be in vain. You should properly resolve the situation for him. Shut up, damn it. Should you accept my proposal, I will even explain how you could fight me. Shut your damn mouth. Tsurugi. Damn it, why? This should all be over. This is why... Are you okay? Fine, thank you. Director, so what are you gonna do? We're caught in this guy's trap. I don't know how he managed it, but he's back. Do we accept his proposal and fall deeper into his trap? Or do we starve to death in this lab? Ray. What should I do? It's strange to hear you say that. You must be desperate. Well, we'd be risking our lives. We'd be risking the lives we've saved so far, as well as our own. However, if he really wanted to kill us, he'd have done it already. But if you think about it, for him to say all of this means he's confident he'll win. Dealing with a guy like that, we're fucked either way. There's no other options. Each one is just despair. Don't forget, we're not the only ones in this lab. Keisuke and Ryutaro are here too. And the survivors we locked up. The majority and the minority. Obvious. Is that so? I'm sorry, Ray. Going in.
Hi.
I knew you'd say that. So, have you made your decision? Yes. Lock me whilst you can. This time I will definitely kill you. Ooh, scary. Woohoo. Wait, I've not decided what I want to do. Dare defy me, criminal? Shut up and follow us. Consider this an extension of our contract. An extra 20% on top of your initial payment. Suffice? 30%. Ray and Siobai in front, everyone else silence. I know. It's kind of funny, they killed off so many characters that they kind of had to bring in some of the smarties from last game, because how the hell were we gonna get anything done with the newly smart Yoruko, Iroha, and Sora?
ダメだ
25%, nothing more. Both of you shut up. You're making my head hurt. Well, I think you're right. Anyway, there's no other way out of here, so let's get started. Good! First bring Yoriko and Iroha here, and take all three of them, including Siobai, back to their original connectors. Rei, Tsurugi, use the spare connectors in the electrical room. I will guide you as soon as you enter the program. So let us begin in Utsuroshima. Okay, so this is how they are going to make us do the trial. Are you really okay with this? Tsurugi? Yes, not like we have a choice. For the last time, we will end this. Call the crew. Bring in the survivors. What? No, Director, you can't. This has to be some sort of trap. We're fine. Let's just stay here and wait for help from HQ.
ダメだ
No, I will finish this right here and right now. I will not accept anything else. I will save them. Boss, I am the leader of this foundation. Hope you don't regret this. Please come back safely. You, Taro, even you. It's okay, Keisuke. This is the last time we have to deal with this. Our void problem will end today. When this is all over, let's have dinner together. We're gonna die! You don't know Mikado like I do. He's dangerous. We're done for. We're all gonna die. No matter what we do, we're dead.
おい
Keisuke, Ryutaro, tie up the girl and put her in the connector. Okay. It's time. Let's go. Wait for us. So, okay. Interesting. Ray. What, Psycho Officer? It's been a long time. That's true. And what have you done in that time apart from tear down and destroy? I'm sorry, I have nothing else to say. In the end, things went wrong, and I dragged you into this again.
何言ってんのよ。
It's not the first time. I'm used to this by now, so stop worrying yourself. I still need an explanation from you. I know. But if I don't calm down, we'll just be defeated. Well, I'll be counting on it.
さあ
Okay? We're going in now. It's time to end this. Let's end this and see who. Aura! Wake up, Sora! Oh, here we go again. Sora, are you okay? Huh? Yoriko? Sora! Is it really you? I'm not dreaming? Yeah. Sora! I'm so happy to see you again, thank God! Yoriko, can you calm down? Didn't it show the beach or no? Was I just imposing that? I thought I'd never see you again. It all happened so sudden. There's still a lot I don't know, and nothing's been resolved yet, but you're alive. You're alive, and I found you again. Yeah, it's nice to see you again, Yoriko. Could you let go of me first? I'm drowning in your arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to do it on purpose. I'm just so happy. After that, Yoriko seemed to calm down a little and walked back carefully. Arms, legs, head, torso. Nothing looks to be out of the ordinary. But... It all just felt like a long dream. Like an unpleasant experience moving in a body that's not yours. Probably because I found out the truth. No, it doesn't matter anymore. Why am I still alive? Why have I returned to the virtual world? It's not too late to think about the future. But for now, let's focus on the present. Huh? What did you say? It's nothing. I'm just mumbling to myself. Rather, Yoriko, this is... It's the Monocruise. Why are we back at the Monocruise? Monocruise said it's possible to recover something if there's backup data for it, but no details. That's right. Yoriko, those people over there. What? It's them! Are you really her? Akane Taira. What are they doing in the virtual world? Just answer the question. I'm actually having an issue. Rei and Sora, I used the same voice for them. So I'm trying to differentiate them a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, but I think I'm not doing a good enough job, and it just sounds like I'm talking to myself in the same voice. And I'm having the exact same problem with Kinjo and Seobai, because I also gave them the same voice. Oops! Just make Rei angrier. That's literally what I've been doing for both of them. I've been making Kinjo and Rei angrier. And I'm trying to make Seobai seem more like, eh, because that's how his random little Korean interjections are. Skip the Kinjo lines, rude, ignorant, and immoral. Although, Kinjo's definitely not my bae in this game. This game just has no men. All men. Did you see yesterday Shinji was supposed to be in his late 50s? So weird. Anyway. Don't you already know the answer? You know more about me than I do. You're ready to vanilla, but then you couldn't? Why not? Even though it's just virtually, I never thought I'd see you again. Now I've answered your questions. Answer mine. Rei, Tsurugi, why are you... No, it's not just you two. Yoriko's here too. Why are you all back? Finally, they'd finally escaped this virtual hell and returned to the real world.
Pardonnez-moi.
Ah, yeah. I was honestly hoping that he was just like a hotter version of himself, but that's not what we got. I mean, he was okay, I guess. Why the hell did you bring them back, knowing everything Mikado has done to them? Sora, wait, we're here too. I've been waiting. I, Mikado Sonoji, have a dream. A dream for divine luck. What's wrong? Did nobody get my reference? After all the work it took to look this elegant, this is the reaction. Wasn't this spectacular? Say something! Now, if anything needs to be silent, it's this borrowing Cyber Sleuth music. I cannot. It takes me out of the game every single time. Sheesh, that's it, I'm done. I was just trying to lighten the mood and give a little atmosphere to the still space. Anyway, if this is your first time, welcome to Utsuroshima. And for those returning, welcome back to Utsuroshima. Well, I mean, it's not an island anymore. It's just a monocruise flying 5,000 meters in the sky. 5,000 meters? The cruise is in the sky? What about it? This is a virtual world, so why not make the finale worthwhile? Well, it's the subtle references for me. That Cyber Sleuth actually plays into the overarching theme of this game a little too well. More importantly, Iroha, you're here? Of course I am. You called me here. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to go back. What did you call them
Oi.
for? Mikado Sonoji, I've met your demands. I'm in the Neo World program. Now hand over Yuki Maeda. Where is he exactly? Oh, everybody is in such a hurry. I'll just say what you're all thinking. I'll fix everything, so listen carefully. Before I begin, I will promise one more time, I swear to everyone here. Follow my instructions as told, nobody will be harmed. It's a lie. You're definitely lying. I think I heard a little fly buzzing around. It doesn't matter if you believe me or not. There's only one reason I called you. To start another class trial. Class trial? It's been a while since I've heard that name. Sora, Yoriko, and Iroha have already heard the explanation of my plan, correct? That's simply it. They just need to finish what we started and clear the class trial. Simple. Wait, all the trials have been to find the culprit of the murder. Where's the body? Corridor? Hey, oh no, what is happening right now? All the gang is back in the Neo World program, and we are doing one final class trial to uncover Kato's plan. Our incentive is to rescue Yuki, who he has captive. He requested that Iroha, Yoriko, and also Kinjo and Rei from the first game all come back to the virtual world, and they're gonna hash it out in a trial. I'm actually kind of excited at the prospect of having Hikaru and Kinjo back in the class trial. Oh, Seobai too. I almost forgot Seobai. I think it'll be pretty cool. I already explained this to Sora, but this court session will be a little different. Some things are going to change. In the final class trial, we will discuss the truth of it all. My plan, Void's plan, Divine Luck. You will solve all the riddles I have laid before you. How would it benefit you to let us do that? That's not important. All that is important is that you do it. After all, it's a class trial. There should be some discussion, right? What a mess! Also, since we have our two guests joining in, I'll add something about Teria, too. Why did you mention Teria? Our two guests wouldn't know, but in the last class trial, well, they couldn't find the culprit. My dear Teria, unfortunately, was made the victim of the last murder case just before the Foundation arrived. The executions of the Spotless was stopped due to their intrusion. We still don't know the identity of the cruel, savage criminal who killed Teria. Wouldn't you like to find out? That's ridiculous! You were the one who killed Teria! I know, that was just a joke. A joke? Damn. Say it. There's no reason to discuss it, but since I have an agreement with the Kisaragi Foundation, consider it a bonus. So in addition to discussing the truth, we can also talk about the death of Teria. Now it's like a real class trial. The Foundation guys and I don't know anything about Teria's case. Don't worry, it will not just be a random discussion. Don't you know, there's always an investigation time before a class trial. So that means, yes, in order to make up for the lack of knowledge in this trial, I have hidden various clues throughout the monocruise. So you can all investigate as usual. Originally, I decided to let Monocro make the announcement. Also, we have luxury guests added to our roster. This will make for a beautiful ending. So go through the monocruise and find all the clues. Due to the absence of Monocro, after a certain amount of time, I will do the announcement instead. That's all for my explanation. Does anyone have any questions? Wait, you garbage, where's Yuki? Oh right, Yuki. Tsurugi, you're always talking about Yuki. Could he be the love of your life? Say that again and I'll fucking kill you. Don't be scared. You do not have to worry. Yuki isn't going to be running away anywhere. In fact, it would be impossible for him to escape. What do you mean? Didn't I tell Sora and the others I took Yuki's mind out and placed it somewhere else? What? Not that he did anything wrong, but he's in the trial grounds. Of course, he's alive and in stable condition. If you want to see Yuki that bad, you can always skip the investigation and head straight to the tower. Everything you're after, all in one room. Hey, Kisuan. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Everybody is finally quiet. Are there any more questions? If there's no more questions, let's get started. This will be the last class trial that ends everything. Oh, and including the guests, there's 6 people here. There might be much to discuss amongst the people you might not have spoken to before. And there could even be some bad blood between some of you. But you must be certain that you are not enemies, at least not until the trial is concluded. Everyone's combined strength will be your greatest weapon to clear the trial. I think you are all seasoned in class trials, so I'm sure you already know this. Talk too much. Can I just go now? Hoo-hoo. What I mean to say is that you should all come together to fight my great despair. It cannot be done if you are all being cautious about each other. You must fight together to the end. Now, as Siobai said, we've been talking too long. Let's get started right away. There is no time limit for your investigation. Do your best to investigate. I'll call you when you're ready. I wish you a good fight. See you later. So we're doing an investigation first. That's kind of a bummer. Just admitted it. He's a great despair. After all, he's that kind of person. The last class trial. Everything we're after is in the trial grounds. I don't know why all this happened, but I have to find the truth and escape this place. We've come this far, so let's go, Ray. Wait, Tsurugi. Hey, are your legs okay? The wheelchair you had before isn't here. Is it because of the virtual world? Tsurugi, I'm not going to agree with Mikado, but I do think we should all work together. There's something you should know. I still don't know why Mikado's letting us do this, but he's still out there. Things are going just as he expected, because his plan is almost finished. He's way too confident. His pride is going through the roof. That's why it will take our combined power to be able to beat Mikado. What are you talking about? Huh? Maybe the others. But I have nothing to say to you. You really think you're in the same position as the others? You are nothing more than the ghost of Akane Taira. You will disappear along with this world. What did you just say? Why should I speak to a ghost? You're a criminal. Criminals always lose in the end. If you understand, do not speak to any of us again. If you're planning on investigating, do it yourself. Tsurugi. What's wrong, Ray? Are you sympathizing with the words of a dead person? I didn't say that, but what? No, I don't think we should talk here. Let's talk whilst we investigate. Hey, Director, I'm going in alone. It'd help us get the most information, yeah? Be a good tool and get information for its master. Get out, quick. Come on, Ray. Yeah. Wait, you... Wow. Kinjo is actually being awful. I know I really had to defend him hard in Danganronpa Another One, but I don't think I can defend him in this game. It's scary to group together. I didn't realize at first that Ray was girl Byakuya. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, somebody called her Girl Byakuya in, like, the first episode of Danganronpa Another One, and it was very spot on. Here? Well, I'm gonna leave. Sora? Sora, are you even listening? Huh? Oh, Yoriko, you haven't left yet. I thought you wanted to go together. No, I didn't mean it like that. I thought you'd go investigate solo as well. I want to go with you! Maybe Tsurugi is right. I'm just the ghost of Akane Taira. Even if we get out of here, I probably can't come with you. Yoriko, you saw it too, the state of my body in the real world. It's only natural for everyone to avoid me. Yoriko, I don't think it's good for you to be with me. Don't worry about that idiot's words. What? I came to see you because I wanted to, and will save you. Of course for Yuki too. I have heard about your past in detail. I haven't heard about your past in detail yet, Sora. Even if I don't know 100%, that's not important right now. We have to focus on what's ahead of us. But when this is over, don't think about the results. Nobody can predict the future. You can't keep focusing on the results when the process hasn't happened yet. Or are you just giving up? I can't. No. Obviously, there must be a reason for Mikado to do another class trial. That's why we have to stop him. Yes, I know. But what do? We need to investigate. Mikado himself is giving us clues. It might be a trap. No. Knowing it's a trap, we have to take the bait and still fight somehow. Yeah, that's it. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and turn that frown upside down. I guess. Thank you, York. You're always there for me. It's nothing. It's normal to help your friends. Yoriko, you're a very reliable as an adult. I haven't always been an adult. I've always been an adult. Oops. I just lost my memory. You really have the power to move people's hearts. I now realize why you were considered a symbol of hope for the next generation. Cut it out, it's embarrassing. Yes, all we have to do now is stop Mikado's plan. Are you ready, Yoriko? Yeah. Akane Taira, the Kisaragi Foundation, Kinjo and Rei, my past sins. It's inevitable they've all come together. The final class trial, everything will be decided then. For now, I need to focus on that. We have to prepare for the end. That's the reason I'm back. Bowser Big Bean Burrito. That is the name of all time. Hello. And what is that? Years old? Nani? Okay, let's see. Yoriko, before we start investigating, I have something I want to ask you. What a coincidence! I have something to ask you as well. I'll let you go first. No, you go. You spoke first, after all. If it's okay. Obviously, we still have the information we gained from the people who died at the Singularities with Monochrome. And Mikado led us to the entrance of the trial grounds. Yeah. Suddenly, we lost consciousness, and when we woke up, we were on the Monochrome, right? Iroha said Mikado called us. Could you tell me what happened between the Kisaragi Foundation to make them come here? For you to know that, Sora, did you go to the real world too? The real world. I don't know. My memories are still a bit vague and hazy. That's why I want to clarify it with you, Yoriko. I couldn't hear everything that happened outside. However, from the context of the situation, it seems that the Kisaragi Foundation deactivated the virtual world from the outside. Something similar happened at the end of the 5th trial. During the execution, and when we were all about to die, everything was interrupted. Yeah, and when I opened my eyes, there was a lot of strange machinery. We were in a lab, and there was capsules. I was laying there. So that's it. If you left the virtual world safely, then why did you all come back? Kato came back. What? I don't know the details, but I heard it when I was heading out of the lab with the Kisaragi Foundation members. Suddenly the door was closed, and then I heard Mikado's voice. Mikado woke up in the real world? No, I don't think that was the case. First of all, I didn't see if Mikado was alive in the lab or if he was somewhere else. Anyway, it seems that the laboratory door was built like a shelter, so it can't be broken into from the outside. That's when I heard Mikado's voice. So he asked Rei and Tsurugi to come to the virtual world. Yeah, otherwise the door won't open, since he could control the lab's facilities at will. That's all I know. I was also arrested by a member of the Kisaragi Foundation, so I couldn't hear the full conversation. What? Arrested? They better not have done anything weird. No, I was fine. I was just handcuffed. They handcuffed you? I won't forgive them. How dare they? Shut up, Sora, I'm fine. Now it's my turn to ask. Sora, what did you do in the past? Yoriko, you were able to see the state of my body in the real world. How did you know that I saw your body in the real world? No, not just that. How would you know about the state of your own body in the real world if you weren't awake in reality? Sora, a man from the Future Foundation said something to me, that the only survivors of the killing game were Iroha and myself. He didn't even mention you, Yuki, or Mikado. What is it? Did something happen that I don't know about? To answer that question, it's like you said, Yoriko, I saw it. I saw my body in the real world. I saw my own immobile body. I don't know how to explain it, but I experienced an out-of-body experience. Only my consciousness escaped the insides of my body. It was like observing my own body through someone else's eyes. It wasn't that realistic, so I thought I was just dreaming, but I knew it was true as soon as I heard you say that. So, is it true? Sora, are you really dead in the real world? I don't know. If I were really dead, it would be ridiculous if something like that could happen. One of the Foundation members used the phrase, "only the body is alive," a state of brain dead. Even if the brain itself is dead, the virtual world is supposed to connect to the brain. It doesn't matter. What? Whether I'm alive or dead, what matters is that I can move right now. It's just as you said, Yoriko, my body doesn't matter at the moment. But Sora! Yoriko, I'm fine. It's better thinking about that when this is over. Have you forgotten, Yoriko? We can't keep paying attention to unknown results. Alright. For now, let's focus on investigating. Am I just turning away from reality? I know what happened, don't I? What happened to me? No. Knowing about it won't change anything. This is avoiding it. I just need to hold it in for a little while longer. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it! Okay. Sora, it doesn't seem like there's any more clues. Let's go to the hallway. Everyone else seems to be investigating separately, so let's hurry! Okay. Interesting. So I can't examine anything right now. Oh, we can go to the diner. There's a Shadow Nikkei in here? What's this? A Nikkei doll? Someone definitely has a horrid sense of humor. Oh my. Hello, nice to meet you all. Ah! It talks. I am trash. Please use me as a punching bag.
Man, this debate is getting whack.
What's with this horrid doll? Looks like Mikado made it. Hit me, hit me. Oh, you're so noisy. Just shut up. Are you really hitting him? That's exactly what it wants. It's not because it told me to. It's just because it looks like Nikkei.
This is getting way too meta.
The great Mikado Sonoji lost his parents when he was just a baby. He spent his life in an orphanage. What? He suddenly started talking! Nobody knew where his parents went. The great Mikado didn't know if they had died or just simply abandoned him. The only things he was sure of was that he has no parents and he was growing up in an orphanage. What's this? Mikado's backstory? I don't want to hear or know about that monster's past. And why is Nikkei narrating it? We should listen. We might learn something important. The great Mikado, who grew up in an orphanage, was disinterested in life itself. The nursery teachers took care of all the children with care, but the great Mikado lived his day-to-day life without purpose. He had no dreams, no aspirations. Until one day, in late fall, when the cool breeze began to hit, somebody left a cigarette, burning, which began to blow towards the orphanage. It began to go up in flames and spread to the entire orphanage, which was made entirely of wood. Due to the dry surrounding climate and nearby mountains, the fire quickly covered the entire orphanage. Many people were burnt to death. When some of the survivors cried out for help, desperate to live, the great Mikado did nothing. Although he was young, he lacked emotion. He had no intention of fighting to survive, or even the urge to. It was then that Mikado encountered that person. That person? It must be referring to Master Utsuro. Even without revealing his name, he approached the orphanage. Then suddenly, heavy rain began to fall. The fierce fire was quickly extinguished. Everyone was in awe of the miracle that had just happened before them. They rejoiced in happiness. It was only the great Mikado who noticed that person. Could feel it. The person saved their lives. Mikado felt an intense rush of emotion that he never felt before in his whole life for a person who looked no older than he was. But then he suddenly disappeared, as if nothing had ever happened. No matter how much Mikado looked, he couldn't find that person. Ever since that day, the great Mikado had a purpose and a will for his life. He wanted to meet the person who saved his life, if it was just for a second. It wasn't to say thank you, it wasn't even related to the incident. The great Mikado was only interested in the appearance of the person himself. He didn't know why, but he felt a strong desire to meet that person again. Some time passed, and he still had no clue to the whereabouts of that person, which was expected since he didn't even know his name. That's when the great Mikado decided something in the same situation. If the same situation happened again at the orphanage a second time, would he appear before him? Mikado made his choice. He decided to carry out his plan on a dry and windy day, just as it had been last time. The great Mikado sprayed the prepared gasoline all over the orphanage, causing a fire once more. What? You heard that, right? Did he just say that Mikado set it on fire? So he's been this sociopathic since he was a child. He really is insane. What the hell is he? Even though it's horrible, we should listen to the end. We might learn more. It did not happen a second time. Due to the gasoline, the fire was more vigorous than the last time. As a countermeasure against future fires, the orphanage removed the wood and rebuilt the building using new material. But it didn't matter. Even if it rained, it wouldn't be enough to put the fire out. The inside of the building was filled with the screams of despair. Mikado's heart was rejoiced with happiness. Are you coming? I'm sure you will. This time, you'll perform us all a far greater miracle. As the fire grew stronger, Mikado's expectations did as well. However, no matter how much time passed, the fire didn't go out. Only then, Mikado realized that something was wrong. In the previous fire, he was not afraid of dying because he simply had no reason to live. But this time was different. The great Mikado had a purpose in his life this time. The reason he implemented the plan. Realizing that Mikado was trapped in invisible fear. I don't want to die. I can't die until I see them again. It was that moment that his whole body was engulfed in flames. That's enough. Infinity Unlimited Flame. What? The Nikkei-inspired doll never got to finish its story. It was interrupted by the sudden Mikado who appeared and destroyed the Nikkei doll instantly. The weird Nikkei doll was shattered in a bizarre way.
Yare.
It's a shame to hear the story of your past again. I didn't mean to scare you all, sorry. What did you do just now? Is that the end of the story? Why did you destroy the doll? There was more behind the story, but I was too embarrassed to continue when I was programming it. The Nikkei doll was only made to be destroyed from the beginning anyways. It's a good stress relief. You're insane, completely insane. I knew it from the first day I met you. You set yourself on fire for an idiotic reason like that. You're fucking crazy. I admit it wasn't the smartest move. However, I was still young at the time. I wish you burnt to death. Is this supposed to be a clue or what? Just the right amount of crazy for you. Well, I'll tell you the rest of the story myself. It'll help save a lot of time. In the second fire, what happened to you? Can't you see for yourself? I'm alive. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't, don't you think? Did you end up meeting him? Utsuro? How did you survive the fire? It was a fascinating sight. The flames suddenly extinguished. What do you mean, suddenly? That I do not know. What? Don't you know gasoline fire can be extinguished using ordinary fire? That's common knowledge. On other hand, adding water would only make it stronger. During the first fire, there was rain. Of course it didn't make sense, since there was no forecast for it. The second fire was made using gasoline, so rain would be impossible to put it out. That is why I was looking forward to it. I wanted to see how they would put out the fire when you cannot use rain. It seemed impossible, but then the result far exceeded my expectations. The fire suddenly just went out, quite literally. No signs of anything, no scientific basis. That's ridiculous! Fires never go out that suddenly. Something must have happened. But it's true. The fire went out seemingly for no reason. Sora, surely you understand. The irrational phenomenon that is the power of divine luck. Are you trying to empathize with me? Regardless, I was saved by him twice before. I'm unsure as to why Master Utsuro went to the same place twice, but perhaps my willpower was so powerful that I miraculously reached him somehow. Don't talk such shit. Well, like last time, Master Utsuro quietly disappeared. After experiencing that ridiculous power, I decided something that day. My life is dedicated to Master Utsuro. So, you've been following Utsuro since you were a child? He is one who leaves no traces behind. Thanks to that, it was extremely difficult to track him down. I even learned how to hack with the hopes of finding him in the near future. You're a hacker? Hacker's memory! What's the easiest and quickest way to collect information? Using networking, correct? I learned about computing to find the whereabouts of Master Utsuro and desperately collect information about him. Did you find him? No. No matter how hard I searched the databases, and checked all the CCTV footage, he was always one step ahead and I always was one step behind. And if I somehow found Master Utsuro's whereabouts, he was already gone by the time I got there. And the time I got the final information to my hand, he had just disappeared, like he vanished from the world. Isn't life unfair? I gave everything I had to meet him. I even gave my life. Everything I had done up until then disappeared like nothing had ever happened. Truly unforgivable. So that's when you came up with the plan.
My motives are complex.
First line. To revive Master Utsuro. That's why you're all going through this so-called killing school trip. Of course I tried various different plans, even before this one. However, they all ended up in failure due to that damn Kisaragi Foundation. Doesn't matter now anyway, the past is the past after all. All you need to do is discuss the current plan. Are you aware of just how many innocent lives were harmed because of your selfish devotion to Master Utsuro? You really only think about yourself, don't you? Aren't you the same, my dear Sora? What a hypocrite. You're exactly the same as me. You gave away your life to Master Utsuro. You don't even get your hands dirty yourself if it means... You don't even mind getting your hands dirty yourself if it means you can be with him. Huh? Shut up. You and I are not... No, Sora, we are essentially the same. Don't try to deny it. I know you already know it to be true. Now what's left to say? I've explained why the killing school field trip took place, and I've explained how I'm trying to revive Master Utsuro using this method. You have probably heard all this from Monocro, so you should just wait to see it for yourself. Shut up! If you have nothing more to say, go away! Wow, both of you are on edge. I'll take my leave. I don't want to feel any more guilty for interrupting your investigation. I'll disappear as requested. Call me if you need any help. It's that idiot's fault. I just can't control my anger. No, that's not why. Sora, calm down. Mikado was just trying to mess with you to interrupt our investigation. His words are nothing more than a desperate attempt to distract us from the truth. Yeah, you're right. In the end, the only thing we discovered was that amazing tale about Utsuro. What a waste of time. Yoriko's right, we didn't learn much. However, thanks to this, we were able to understand part of Mikado's past. Mikado was saved twice by Master Utsuro. Right, so the amount of divine luck that they receive influences their diminishing of luck, or even, in this case, their lifespan. As Iroha said, the amount of protection everyone received was different because of divine luck. If Mikado was saved twice, then he might be stronger than any one of us. I don't know if that information is important, but I'll write it down anyway. Okay. Oh. Great. Wow, total Danganronpa Another One vibes right there. Okay. So now where do we go? It looks to me like all the other doors are boarded up. Oh, there's this. Alright, let's see. Computer. Sora, check this computer out! Was this computer always at the infirmary? No, not that I remember. It also doesn't have a power cord, but the screen turned on. Guess this is another of the quirks in the virtual world. Having a computer out in the open like this. Yeah, it's gotta be something Mikado prepared. Let's take a look. The computer was turned on, seemingly working properly even without a power cord. There were only a few files placed on the desktop. Records, they're just documents. Yuriko double-clicked on one of the files and it opened. Oh. A detailed report on alter ego. An alter ego! Isn't that what Monochrome mentioned a while ago? Okay. I've heard of it before. Alter ego. Another me. The next stage of AI. A program that indefinitely grows through learning and eventually becomes a person. Wait, the AI grows? Have you heard of a deep learning? I know that it's an AI learning technique. Deep learning uses machine learning algorithms whereby an AI learns on its own. Most AI grows through deep learning and develops its own logic. The concept of alter ego is a more advanced concept than that. It's about simulating the human brain in the digital worlds.
Yay!
Yeah, we can just use ChatGPT on this computer. And they can do the trial for us. Yay! As the name itself implies, it can also be called another self. I also heard that some people from Hope's Peak were involved in its initial creation. Alter ego. I'm not really sure how it works, but the fact that it's here must mean it's somehow important, right? I guess so. I don't know any more than that, so we should read on. Alter Ego is an artificial intelligence program created by Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer at Hope Peak Academy. Unlike other commonplace AI, Alter Ego learns and adapts over time through dialogue interactions with humans. As it is a program, it's possible to develop a personality based on the direction of the developer intended. But it's impossible to do anything about external influences. See Appendix 3. The Alter Ego, which has evolved, their limit truly becomes a person itself. But its character and origin have a basis. It's a clone of a person from the developer. I know it's not saying much, but artificial intelligence itself is a high-level technology. However, the Alter Ego is on a... It's something only a ultimate student could do. The ultimate programmer, wasn't it? There's still more. Let's read on. The technology was thwarted before it even got a chance to release, thanks to the closure of Hope Peak Academy due to the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. TBMAMTIHA. The Alter Ego has been consistently improved with the efforts of various Ultimate students creating different versions. These alter egos also follow the pattern of the developer's personality. This is because the developer's own brain is easier to understand than somebody else's. However, this is not all. It's believed that the true meaning of the alter ego is to create the character of another person. In other words, create a new personality that doesn't currently exist in the world. Without the restriction, there may be a way to recreate a personality of a deceased person. Okay, so Utsuro. If this were to happen, humanity would no longer be subject to death. Furthermore, it may be possible to become an alter ego and leave your body behind. You could gain an eternal life where aging and death no longer exist, gaining immortality with the power of technology. That's all we can read in the file. After that, it was full of unfamiliar computer lingo and jargon that was out of our limit of understanding, so we stopped reading. So what do you think, Sora? Huh? I didn't understand much, but according to that report, it's possible to resurrect someone using an alter ego. That can't be true. It is! It's what Mikado's doing! He's trying to resurrect Utsuro, who's already dead, turn into an alter ego. That's why he said that in the room before, about computers. Wait, Yoriko, I have some questions about that logic. If you're right, Yoriko, why would he need to perform something like a killing game? Wouldn't it be enough to create an alter ego in his image? About that! Also, as the report says, the creator of the alter ego is the ultimate programmer, isn't it? Other enhanced egos have also been said to have been created by ultimates. Mikado isn't an ultimate student. Do you think just anyone who knows this about computers could make an alter ego? Even artificial intelligence is a high-level technology. Could Mikado really do something as complicated as that? That is really strange. Also, Void's target isn't Master Utsuro, it's Master Utsuro's divine luck they're after. However, when I heard about Mikado's past, it seems he was more after Master Utsuro himself, rather than his luck. But isn't that the same as the others? They needed divine luck, that's why they stayed with Mikado. If you simply resurrect Master Utsuro as an alter ego, his divine luck wouldn't return. If true, the alter ego would be 100% the same as Master Utsuro, but lack the divine luck. So it kinda makes sense. If so, what is this report about? I don't think anything we know so far uses alter ego technology. Yoriko, there is still a file that we haven't read. Let's talk about it when we're done. The second file was a transcript of messages that somebody sent and received as texts. Who were the two people talking in this conversation? I could tell from the first paragraph I saw a familiar name, but it is... Kokoro. About the alter ego I asked you about the other day. I was able to steal the core code, but there were multiple security keys mixed in. It's difficult to do, but I might be able to use some tricks to get it formed correct. Submitted anyway, I'm working on the artificial neural network model now, so you can combine the clarity later. Problem is the supercom. I'm thinking of switching to a newer model. Then the cost will go up. You don't have to overdo it, but as the number of operations process increases, demand specifications will increase as well. No, you're the developer, so if you have a request, I must fulfill it. What the hell is this? Kokoro, do you think it's the one we know? The ultimate psychologist, Kokoro Mitsume. But that was only due to the manipulation of our memory. Anyway, the only person we know by the name of Kokoro is Kokoro Mitsume. She was only with us for a short while, but she really helped during the class trial, and to uncover the voids. Kokoro. Why is Kokoro talking so calmly to Mikado? What happened? Kokoro was just a victim. I've got it! There must be someone else called Kokoro! But it's not that common of a name. It's gotta be. But looking at all this, Kokoro and Mikado working together, that's what it looks like. Kokoro is the developer. She might have been a victim as well as that, though. Maybe she was central to Void's plan. But it fits perfectly. If this is true, then it explains how Mikado, an ordinary person, could make an alter ego. So Mikado was the client, and Kokoro did the actual programming. After reading that file, wow, Kokoro really was a genius. Remembering the last thing it said on Kokoro's capsule back then, it said she disappeared from her academy. And it said she studied AI technology and brain science in recent years. Kokoro, was she on Mikado's side? But Kokoro also had an avatar, and her memories were erased. Then she was put into the killing game like us. There's only one thing I can think of. She was betrayed by Mikado. Yep, I'm there with you. Mikado betrayed Kokoro. It's not surprising, honestly. He used and betrayed all of the voids after all. Anyway, even if Kokoro made an alter ego, where did it go? And what did they use it for? In the end, I still don't see the connection between the power of divine luck and alter ego. The alter ego is Yuki, right? That's why there was no body. Alter ego is Yuki for sure. And it must have been coded to be the actual Yuki, and they needed to awaken Utsuro within him. That's why the whole killing game happened. So that's where we're gonna go with this. This just adds to our questions. I'm surprised though, Kokoro was our enemy after all. Our enemy, that's already dead. If you look at the messages, they're talking about the price of something. Maybe it wasn't just a simple friendship. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, no matter what kind of person Kokoro was in the past, she's someone who no longer exists. The only thing she left behind was an unsolved mystery. Alter ego, and Kokoro and Mikado's connections. I wonder what happened. Okay, so I feel like we kinda sorta know, so... Oh, there you are. It's you! Rei Mikaru, Yoriko Kabuya, and Akane Taira. I need a minute of your time. What? This suddenly? Are you alone? Where's Tsurugi? I'm acting alone for now. I can't speak to you if he's around. You want to talk with us? There are things I wish to ask you both. I suppose you both have things to ask me too. That's surprising. I thought you'd just ignore us like that Kicho guy. He's complicated. Follow me, please. Where's this? Oh, this is the supply room. This is a good enough place. Nobody should intrude here. So, what do you want to talk about? I would like to apologize to you first, Yoriko. By complimented, she means troubled? Yeah, for sure. We still don't know why he has, like, a... His eye is, like, a red... It looks like the Void's eyes. Due to the immature response of the Foundation director, I'm very sorry you had to see that side of him. You're apologizing? Yeah, I wanted to ask earlier, but where the hell was the Kisaragi Foundation? Why didn't they come earlier? I survived by dumb luck. If you had come earlier, more people would have been alive. I'm sorry. And what the hell happened? The minute I escaped out of this virtual world, they started arresting me. Yoriko, calm down. Of course it's true I broke the law when I was a minor, but even so... I'm also unhappy with that, as well as the current state of the Kisaragi Foundation. I was trying to make steps into improving it in a good way, but that guy is so damn stubborn. Let me guess, Tsurugi. Ironically, this time, he's been a real headache. I only just heard an explanation of what happened this time. Headache? What happened? I thought he was your partner. Colleagues, I'd call us. But I don't know what goes on in that head of his. Rei. Oh, that's not her. Could you explain it to us too? How the Kisaragi Foundation was involved in all this mess? Akane Taira. There's a lot of things I want to say to you, but we don't have a lot of time for that right now, you know? So I won't drag this out. I got on the ship just to put an end to Mikado Sanoji's mission. There's nothing personal about this, just a job. That's all. Rei. I'm fine with that too. It's enough for me. Thank you. First, Akane Taira. I'm not sure if Yoriko knows much about the situation, but... I know some things. Something about a person called Utsuro and Divine Luck. Knowing that will help a great deal. The history between the Kisaragi Foundation and Mikado Sanoji dates back years. Yoriko, are you aware that the Kisaragi Foundation was founded by the 3 surviving students from the 79th class at Hope Peak Academy? Yeah, Teria told us. Oh, that's right. Teria. Yeah, him. Rei, are you okay? It's nothing. Anyways, at the time, the tragedy was in full swing, and our goal was to put an end to it. After the tragedy ended to some extent, the Foundation met with Mikado Sanoji. One day, there was a report on the backup data of the alter ego Kisaragi our team kept saved. It was read without our authorization. It was a first-class confidential file within the Foundation, so the security was very tight. I don't know how he got in the first place. I immediately tracked down and found the identity of the culprit behind it, Mikado Sanoji, an ordinary person without much special information about him. Wait, alter ego Kisaragi, that's Akane Taira, do you remember? No, but alter ego Kisaragi sank next to the research center and
何言っ
disappeared.
てんのよ。
Do you know where the main building of the Kisaragi Foundation is currently located? It's the first Kisaragi Research Center, the building that was remodeled with the permission of the surviving Foundation members. We didn't find out until later, but each Kisaragi Research Center shares a database. Data from the third Kisaragi Research Center, which was turned into Hope's Peak, was stored in the other research centers. Still, the backup file of the alter ego Kisaragi was a read-only file, so we couldn't do anything with it. What are you on about? I barely understood half the words you just said. You may have heard this from Teria, but our class, the 79th class, was involved in a killing game just like you. The place that became the stage for it was the third Kisaragi Research Center, owned by the original Foundation. The Kisaragi Foundation, yeah. Now that you mention it, I heard about it somewhere. The Kisaragi Foundation was the predecessor of the Kisaragi Agency, right? Correct. Even with a backup, the third research center was completely destroyed, so 100% restoration was not possible. So you're saying Mikado stole the rest of the data? Yes, I don't know when or how he got in and stole the data, but it happened.
I'm at 100%.
Mikado Sanoji surely realized something at that moment. Something? The backup data from alter ego Kisaragi reported how we escaped from the third research center when it was collapsing. And he found out about the death of Utsuro and Akane Taira. What? Are you aware that the purpose of Mikado Sanoji is to resurrect Utsuro? More or less. Obviously, then, Mikado realized that Utsuro was dead. That guy is obsessed with Utsuro and has been chasing him since he was a child. Akane Taira. It's in a way that makes your obsession look cute in comparison. Since then, we have been interfering with all of his plans from behind the scenes. He was trying to start a killing game by capturing all the relatives of the 79th class. And that was the precedent for us? I have a question. You didn't say that Mikado was just... Didn't you say Mikado was just an ordinary guy? I don't think just an ordinary person like that could have been avoiding the Foundation for that many years. It didn't make sense to us either. At first, there was quite a few times where we almost caught him, but it got to the point where it was almost impossible to track him. Really? Wasn't it because of the information power of the Kisaragi Foundation was lagging behind as always? I understand your frustration, Yoriko. You blame the Foundation for our incompetence. However, the intelligence of the Kisaragi Foundation is superior to any other organization. I am the leader of the Information Analysis Division of the Foundation. Then why? Please, look at this picture. Akane Taira, you too. Ray took out a photo from her pocket and showed it to us. It was a shocking and unimaginable image. Oh. What the fuck? What? What? This is... On the photo, it showed a man who looked to have died in immense pain. The man was looking up at the sky with wide eyes as if he was shocked. It's the first time I've seen this guy before. Wait, is it? At first glance, I've never seen this guy before, but when I looked closer, he looked more familiar to me. This guy is... this picture. I recently received it from Tsurugi. It's the corpse of Mikado Sanoji. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Mikado. That's Mikado? Does that mean Mikado is the alter ego and I was wrong about Yuki being the alter ego? Yeah, that's what that means. Or maybe they're both alter egos. Yeah, okay. Alright, I follow. Ray, does this mean that Mikado Sonoji is already dead? Wait, that's impossible! So who's this imposter going around forcing us to kill each other? I didn't know anything about this until Tsurugi just explained it to me. He was hiding this important fact. He was hiding it. Ray, what happened? You see, Mikado Sonoji died a long time ago, in the real world. In the real world? Listen carefully. Everything I'm saying might be hard to believe right now, but the Mikado we're facing right now isn't human. He's AI! He's not human, then what is he? Do you know what an alter ego is? If you're not a Hope's Peak Academy student, you probably wouldn't know about it. Yoriko, is that the information we read on the computer? Mikado Sonoji left clues about that, and this will be a lot easier to explain. The real Mikado Sonoji made his own alter ego, and he was killed by his own alter ego. Huh? Akane Taira. You've seen Junko Enoshima and Kisaragi's alter ego, so you should know. An alter ego is an artificial intelligence that is sophisticated enough to be called the person itself. But I've never seen an alter ego like this. In the end, this alter ego betrayed its creator by killing him. Wait, what? You're saying that the real Mikado is dead, and the Mikado we know is just an AI? It's such a sudden thing to learn that I find it hard to believe. I felt the same, Yoriko. Tsurugi was aware of this for a long time, but he didn't inform me or anyone else at the Foundation about this. However, this would explain why the Foundation was never able to track down Mikado for a long time. Because he isn't real, right? An alter ego is a computer program. Its analysis speed is much faster than that of a human. Due to the nature of the alter ego, where it grows indefinitely as it learns, its performance could have certainly improved since its creation. Just as you say, Akane Taira, our intelligence team basically collects information using the computer networks. The computer itself is the home of an alter ego, meaning that no matter how much we try to attack it, we couldn't, as it was connected to a network constantly. Even though he's an alter ego, his purpose is still the same as the real Mikado Sonoji. I don't know if it's possible to connect the memories between the real Mikado and the fake Mikado, but I know for certain that they have the same goal, the resurrection of... Wait, there's something off here. Yoriko. Of course I don't know as much about alter egos, but how can a virtual creation kill a human? And it's impossible to track it. How did Tsurugi know about this? That's where their collaborator comes in. Collaborator? Don't you know him? Seobai Hashimoto. This guy is Mikado's collaborator. Alter Ego Mikado's collaborator, and the killer of the real Mikado Sonoji. Seobai killed Mikado? But Monokuro said that Seobai was hired by Mikado. Doesn't that mean he killed his employer? Did Seobai not get enough out of the deal? That information is slightly correct. Yes, Seobai was hired by Mikado Sonoji, but Seobai Hashimoto was not hired by the human Mikado, but by the alter ego Mikado. Alter ego. Seobai? I only found out about him today. I didn't even know what I was doing until I found out. Seobai Hashimoto is a world-class broker who would do anything for money. It was Seobai Hashimoto who helped alter ego Mikado Sonoji, since he did not have a physical body. Wow. Getting hired by an AI is such a Seobai move. How would he pay him, though? So, Alter Ego asked Seobai to kill himself. Well, his real self. Wait, but Seobai was a victim of the killing game just like us. That was also part of his contract. I don't know if it was just to complete the number of people, or if it was just to stay a part of the plan, but Seobai wasn't going to die in our killing game, and he would regain his memories at some point. But Mikado betrayed even his companions, the Void members, so why would he guarantee that Seobai would survive? He needed to live to complete the mission. At the end of the plan, he would regain his memories and exit the virtual world through his administrator powers. It would defend the exterior from harm until the plan was complete. So that's why Seobai vanished back then. So that's what he meant. Hey, wait, if Seobai disconnected from the virtual world to defend the outside from intruders, after Seobai disappeared, what did he... The virtual world rebooted and forcefully closed, and you were temporarily booted out. That is what Seobai did. So the guy who went to defend the virtual world ended up shutting it down? That was due to Kisaragi Kinjo's intervention. In other words, Seobai was a double agent. Double agent? Yes, Seobai Hashimoto was also hired by Tsurugi Kinjo. What? Then he was hired by Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time? It would be right to say that Tsurugi offered something far greater than what Mikado offered. How do I know all this? Because Tsurugi literally just told me. Seobai was a double agent working for the Kisaragi Foundation. He was a spy that gave information to Tsurugi. That is why he didn't tell anyone in the Foundation, including me. They were working together behind the scenes. Were they working together for a long time? Also, about what you heard from Tsurugi. Then, what about him? Did Teria know? No. This is why I can't forgive Tsurugi. No. Teria and I were used as bait to prevent Mikado from realizing that Seobai was a double agent. Teria was killed because of Tsurugi. It's all that bastard's fault. Rei bit her lower lip. Really, if everything we heard was true, I would never have known that Seobai was a double agent. Okay, well this is interesting. I don't get if like he'd do anything for money. We need to learn what he was tempted with by Kinjo before we can call him a shit character or not. But Seobai's looking extremely sus in terms of writing. But and because of that, Teria and Rei were used as disposable tools. They are not just disposable tools. The same goes for all the people who died in this killing game. There must have been another way. Thanks, Kisuan. Our voice is actually going strong. I am a little sad, though, that we are an hour and 50 minutes in and no trial yet. That does not bode well for finishing at a decent time. In the end, there were too many sacrifices. This wasn't the only way, was it? That's all Tsurugi has told me. I wanted to tear him apart and kill him on the spot. It took everything I had to stop myself. Why? Why are you telling us all this? Honestly, the more I listen to what you're saying, the more worse this situation becomes, and more my motivation dwindles. Hearing all this just makes me think, what the hell can we even do? I told you both, because you need to know, and because I need to repay my debt to you. Debt? My debt is now paid off, Tyra. Rei, in that moment, don't be mistaken. I don't even think you saved my life. I didn't even ask for your help. Do you remember? There are no personal feelings in all of this. Our relationship is strictly for this mission. But still. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you're just a ghost in a virtual world. As long as it's Akane Taira in front of my eyes, I'll still have a distaste toward it. That's all. Furthermore, I heard Tsurugi made a perfect plan with Seobai to strike from behind. We now realize that it's impossible to get rid of Mikado using that method. And as a result, he is alive again. This is why we must exclude personal feelings, just like Mikado Sonoji does. I think differently than Tsurugi. Akane Taira, I think it's safe to say we're fighting against him together now. It's the same for you, Yoriko. The more power we have, the better. You shouldn't be demoralized because of this. fight together. Of course I agree we should do that. And I'm grateful you think that. But what about your partner? Will he agree to this?
何言ってんのよ。
If he's not with us, he will work alone. I don't know why Mikado Sanoji called us all to the virtual world together. Tsurugi's plan has already failed. It's better to dismiss the idea that we can win easy. Yeah, no Tingyun yet, Suan. I actually don't even have her in Star Rail. Meanwhile, Kevin's out there getting dupes of her today. That's all, so if there's anything I can do for you both, please let me know. I'll help the best I can. I've told you everything I know. If you have any more questions, ask now. I can't stay here much longer. It's only been like 30 minutes in this closet with you guys. There's still a lot of things to worry about. However, Ray is still acting calm about it all. I think it was for the best to hear what Ray had to say. Interesting. Okay. Oh my god, again. Hey, Ray! What is it, Yoriko? I have a lot of questions, so can I ask something? Ever since Sora told me that you were alive, I've been thinking about something. How did you survive? We saw you get burned to a crisp by Mikado. Death in the virtual world means death in the real world, according to what Moniker said. I was also wondering about this. Knowing that, how did you... The Neo World program is something new... It's something very innovative, but equally as dangerous as it connects directly to your brain. It is indeed, as you said, if you die in the virtual world, you die in the real one too. But as you can see, I'm not dead. What? But the Neo World program has a feature called Forced Shutdown. If something unexpected happens within the program, you can use the Forced Shutdown feature. However, to do that, a lot is required. Also, since it is an abnormal shutdown path, there are many side effects. So, you used that moment right before we were executed as well? No, that was a forced shutdown from the outside. What I'm talking about is a forced shutdown from within. After Mikado woke up again, there wasn't another way to shut down the program from the outside. I made some sort of insurgence by editing the forced shutdown. Insurance? Only people with administrator permissions could enter manually. But Teria and I were denied entrance, so I had to find another method to break the lock. In the process of doing this, I obtained an emergency escape code as a byproduct. An emergency escape code? It's a code to use in an emergency situation. With this, you can use it to exit the virtual world instantly. Right before my body caught fire, I used it to escape to the real world. What was left after that was just my lifeless avatar. The ash body you saw was just an empty... I'm left behind. So that's why you're still alive. Wait, if something like that existed, couldn't you have just saved us all first? The Kisaragi Foundation is supposed to protect civilians. If you already knew it was a virtual world, you should have pulled us out right then and there. Easier said than done. The code was just sloppy. Makeshift code we came up with as insurance, as a backup plan. Also, the code was made for one use only, meaning that it would also be impossible to use on anybody but me. If it were possible, I'd have done it right from the start. At that time, Teria and I got no prior information from Tsurugi about what was going on. We didn't even know that the Mikado Sanoji there was an alter ego. It was unexpected that he had that much power. Also, we didn't know anything about the next generation symbols of Hope being kidnapped, and that their avatars were still from their high school days. But my actions weren't enough, I apologize. It's okay. It already happened at this point. But why didn't Teria leave with you? You entered together after all. I originally thought if something unexpected happens, to use the emergency escape. After I got back to the real world myself, I would pull Teria out right away. I didn't know that I could do it within the virtual world, so I took action and cut the power from the outside. But wasn't that impossible? Yes, of course. The reason we got in so easily was because Mikado Sanoji let us invade the virtual world. After I left, he immediately strengthened security. Since he's an alter ego, it should have been simple for him. But there's a much bigger problem than that. And what was that? You remember, right, Yoriko? You were told when you asked why the Foundation arrived so late. We weren't too late. It's just the flow of time in the virtual world and the real world are completely different. The flow of time is different? What the hell? It was today that Teria and I connected to the virtual world. Not a day has passed since then. What? No way. It's been at least a month since the killing game started. Time delay. Have you heard of the twin paradox? How about the Monty Hall effect? Schrodinger's cat? All I'm getting from this is we could have avoided all this if Rei was in charge instead of Kinjo. I mean, Kinjo literally sent them on a blind mission and then things went haywire, so yeah. Oh, the Anthropic Principle, my favorite. Yeah, actually, can we talk about Ice 9? I got a freezer over here. Although it is a slightly different concept to this, it might be difficult for you to understand, but just consider it as the Urashima effect. Do you know the story of Urashima Taro? Okay, now we have officially gone full Somnium Files. The time experience in the virtual world, it was faster than reality. Yes, I tried to take action as soon as possible, but actually, in the blink of an eye, it had already been several days in the virtual world. So... no, it's not an excuse. Even if there wasn't any time flow difference, it would not have been possible to reach through Alter Ego Mikado's security. I thought it was too easy. If I just known Mikado's identity from the beginning, this wouldn't have... No, I'm just making more excuses. I'm so goddamn pathetic. Hooray. Tsurugi Kinjo, he's the leader of the Foundation. Because of him, all this happened. Why didn't he just give you the right information from the start? Why? Why didn't Tsurugi tell anyone such crucial information? Even if it was to hide Seobai's infiltration. Rei and Teria were his partners, and to some extent, friends. Did he not trust you both? He's that kind of guy, you know? He's just been like this ever since our encounter with Mitsuru. In addition to the extra manpower of the Foundation, his desperation kept getting worse. Teria tried to follow Tsurugi to the end. But I really can't do it anymore. That's why I'm acting alone. I'll solve this my way. So what now? You have a plan, Rei? We can't change anything just by thinking about it. As soon as Mikado Sonoji was revived, the Foundation was defeated. In here, we're in the same situation as you. Tsurugi doesn't seem to accept that. Mikado invited us to go back to the virtual world. That means he still needs something from us. First of all, I think it should be our main priority to investigate the clues that he left for us and discover what they mean. In the end, nothing has changed. We have no choice but to continue investigating. Do you have any more questions? I think that's everything. You've done enough. After everything that's happened, the future is really important right now. So, may I ask you a question? Hello, Akane Taira. Do you need something? No, we've known each other for a long time, and just feel different from the one I knew back then. You prefer this look, or is it just due to your memory loss? I can't help it. My appearance is just because of my avatar. No, that's not what I'm asking. Are you the real Akane Taira? What? You're bringing that up again? Rei, to answer that, I want to know something in return. Do you know anything about the death of my body in the world? Strictly speaking, you are alive. It's just your brain that's dead and you can't wake up. Basically, you're half dead. It was Tsurugi who discovered your body. They only told me because he was at the scene. Does that answer your question? Rei, am I an alter ego of Akane Taira? I don't think so. What? Sora, what on earth are you talking about? You said the real Mikado died a long time ago, and that the real Mikado is just his alter ego. It feels like I remember him saying something weird. You're essentially the same. Don't try to deny it. You already know it's true. Dead in the real world, and alive as an alter ego in the virtual world. Do you mean you two are the same in that regard? What's wrong? Sora's alive. She's just unconscious. That's incorrect. Yours and Mikado's situations are different. Even if you are both only alive in the virtual world, you are certainly using a connector to come here. In other words, even if you're brain dead, there is still a connection going through between your machine and the nerves. An alter ego doesn't need such a medium. When I spoke to Rei in the Tower of Babel and heard the name Akane Taira, I remembered everything. When I got my memories back, I thought for certain that I was Akane Taira. I had no doubts, but since then, something weird's been happening. I'm not really sure about my memories of being Akane Taira. Are you saying that you don't have her memories? But then how do you remember details about me? No, I definitely have some memories. But how do I explain this? It's like a memory I haven't actually experienced for myself. It just feels like an emotionless memory. I feel like that wasn't actually me. Sora! Ray, you said that alter ego Mikado has the same purpose as the real Mikado, right? You're right that an alter ego can share memories with the real counterpart, but it's not the same for me. Well, it was hard to believe until I saw with my own eyes. Wait, Sora, if you're really an alter ego, it means that somebody must have made you. So that begs the question, who did it and for what purpose? I don't know if you're an alter ego or not, but you could be something very similar to one. Although you are brain dead in reality, you're conscious. You are conscious in the virtual world. It's so unnatural. Tsurugi might know something. I could ask him for, like... No, I'll talk to him myself. But right now, who I am isn't important. Knowing my identity won't change what we have to do right now. Sora! Well said. Our top priority right now is to stop Mikado's plan. That's all we have to do. Thanks, Ray. Making the decision to fight together with us must have been difficult for you to make. I have no intention of forgiving you, Akane Taira. Of course I know that. Well, there will be no problems as long as you're aware of that. Yoriko, I'd be grateful if you could lend me a hand too. Well, there's not really another option. I'm sorry about being so angry before. I don't hate you. It's just you didn't really leave a good first impression. I get that a lot. Anyway, I don't think Tsurugi will be happy to learn that he is on the same side as Akane Taira. I'll keep collecting clues. You two should investigate as much as you can as well. Be careful if you plan to talk to Tsurugi. He's acting quite unpredictable. Alright, thanks for worrying about us. I'll see you at the trial grounds. Yeah. Jesus! I think we've talked long enough. Mikado said that we don't have a time limit, so we still have a lot more to investigate. Sora, don't worry so much. It doesn't matter if you're an alter ego or not. I know the person I spent all this time with isn't fake. Everything will be just fine. We should go out on a girls' night out. Just the two of us after this is all over. What do you think? Sora, you, Ray, and Teria are older than the others, right? It'd be kind of weird if I was asking an underage person to go drinking with me. You don't have to worry about that, Yoriko. It sounds like a great idea. I wasn't worried about anything. Don't assume things. I'm just wondering if you're lightweight. I wasn't the ultimate hostess for nothing, you know. You better be prepared, Sora. We're gonna drink the night away until one of us blacks out. I'm, looking forward to it. Okay. Ray told us a lot of shocking things, but it's not the end. It doesn't change what we need to do. All we have to do is work together and we can defeat Mikado. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking we won't invite Kinjo anyway. That sounds kind of good to me. For the day where I can go drinking with Yoriko, I have to move and get married. Subtext. Should we get going? Sora! Yeah, we need to investigate every nook and cranny of the clues that Mikado left behind. Now, what we learned from Ray, it would be best to talk to Tsurugi and Siobai for now. Yeah, Ray was only just told it herself. They definitely know more than we do. We still have time. Let's get moving. Okay. Holy crap, that conversation with Ray was so long. Okay, did another door open up? Oh, great. Iroha, what are you doing just standing here? Oh, Yoriko and Sora. Are you really drawing right now? Why are you doodling at a time like this? We're supposed to be investigating, you know? Don't talk to me. What? Why? Drawing my final piece. I want to concentrate. What the hell are you saying? Final piece? Don't be stupid. You're just running away, coward. Running away? We're all gonna die anyway. It doesn't matter. Iroha, you have no chance of beating Mikado. I'm prepared to give up everything and create one last masterpiece of my life before we all turn to dust. Yoriko? Ow. Ow, ow! That hurt! Why do you always abuse me? Oh, you wanna know why? I didn't say it, I didn't say it, I thought about saying it, I didn't say it. Because you're giving up! Stop saying such idiotic things and do some investigating! I wonder, Yoriko, do you have any clues on how to beat Mikado? No, but we'll never know if it's impossible. If it's possible, unless we try. It's impossible, Sealby told me. How can some dumb humans beat an artificial intelligence like that? And much less when we're in a world where it is complete control. She said, you want to know why? And it took everything for me to not say E-tier? That's really what Sealby said. Why do things like this always happen to me? Everything I try to do ends up being wrong. I just wanted to live a normal life and have friends. Iroha, calm down. The class trial hasn't even started yet. I know it's not going to be easy, but we can beat Mikado. We all just need to work together. It is possible. Stop pretending to be some manga protagonist. This isn't fiction. We can't do this. Even if we manage to defeat Mikado and escape here safely, Kisaragi Foundation will just arrest me. Even if we survive, I'll just spend the rest of my life in jail. Mom, Dad, I was wrong. I'll go back to painting. I'm sorry. We're leaving, Sora. Why? There's nothing more we can do. I have nothing to say to someone this desperate, and it's just pathetic. But, okay, we'll leave you alone. Continue your drawing. Just know, it's never too late. Don't cry and give up. We're all in this together. She's gonna stay pathetic until the end. Sora, let's ignore her and keep on investigating. Yeah. Didn't Iroha say that Seobai told her it's impossible? Do you think Seobai told Iroha about Mikado's identity? Seobai? I don't think he's someone who would give out that information so easily. Maybe she paid. Well, Ray told us, so it's possible she did the same to Iroha. Yeah, but let's just find Seobai and ask him ourselves. I don't really want to talk to him, but I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Well, would you look at that? Seobai, we've been looking for you. What do you lot want? Now I know why you're dressed like that. I honestly didn't like you from the beginning. I didn't think it was possible to be more disgusted by the sight of you than I already was, but here we are. So, you just gonna tell me what you want? We've heard everything, including what you did. All of this is your fault. You dug your own grave. Seobai, I'd like to hear it come from your mouth. You assisted with Mikado's plan, but at the same time, you were working as a double agent for the Kisaragi Foundation. Is it true? Told you. I didn't think the director wanted to talk to you, but... Oh, Ray Makari, that explains it. Why? Someone like you. Why, of course. It's just for the money. The world has changed since TBMAMTEIHH. My main clients were the ones caught up in the tragedy, or people who ended up hiding. What's even more annoying is that there wasn't much work because of the restoration process and the battle against despair. With a lack of work like that, Mikado Sanoji's deal seemed like a rain in the drought. Why would I decline an offer like that? Even if your employer is an AI? Yeah, Rosen, we need the acronym. You weren't even hired by the real Mikado. He was that guy's alter ego. We already know everything. Because he was an alter ego, he became more reliable as an income source. What? That's the one. Tibmamtieh. I'm no psychologist, but trust me on this. Humans are the most unreliable creatures on this planet. On the other hand, an AI with a clear sense of purpose is a perfect business partner. Also, the price was paid in advance as a single payment. How does Alter Ego pay you? Hell if I know. Probably stole the money from someone's account and deposited it in mine. I don't give a shit. That's all. Shut up and leave me alone. I have nothing I want to talk to you about. I feel like a dog right now. Did you talk to Iroha? Iroha said you told her something. Yeah, literally Venmo. Don't discriminate. Ha! That girl really is a loudmouth. Doesn't she know what confidential information is? That stupid girl bought information using standard procedure and paid up. I ain't giving that information for free, you know. We'll pay up too. How much we talking? What's with the look? If Iroha can buy the information, why can't we? Alright, you can buy my services. It's not like there's anything else to do. So, what do you want to know from a trash like me? I don't want just to chat. This is about the investigation. Tell us everything you've investigated so far. It's useless info anyway. Just so you're aware, it doesn't matter what I tell you. It's possible to beat Mikado Sonoji. How can you be so sure of him? That's just how it is. There's no way to beat him from inside the virtual world. That's why I intervened from the outside. I didn't know shit would end up like this mess. We don't know until we try. Alright, if you have something to say, make it quick. There's a lot you want to ask me, right? There's something I want to know first. Your principle is clearly don't reveal any information or transaction details to anyone, right? You're a criminal, but you also have some sort of honor code. So why did you make a contract with Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time? That's right. Even during the class trial, you tried to hide the deal you made with Emma. Right. I do have what you would call a set of beliefs that I follow. I'm not sure if it's because I broke that rule that all this shit is happening. But I had my reasons. I didn't just mindlessly take the money. Of course, the cash was huge. But if you analyze the situation carefully, staying with the Foundation was more beneficial in the long run. Mikado Sonoji, something's changed since I met up with you. But I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I've been doing this line of work for years and my instincts have been telling me something's wrong. That's why I betrayed Mikado Sonoji. Isn't that opposite of what you just said? I thought an alter ego would be more reliable than him. I thought that at first too, but as the deal went on, the more something weird seemed weird. It felt much different from simply being betrayed. It was like an unknown anxiety I felt around Mikado. Come to think of it, doesn't that mean you're in danger too? I thought he's the type of person to kill everybody who betrayed him. I already told you, no matter what we do, it's impossible to beat him. He knows I betrayed him, but he doesn't care. Killing me is just trivial to him. Siobai, that's quite unusual coming from someone like you. Usually always found a way. The problem is us. We're just human. We can't win, as long as we're limited by that fact. If that's true, why the hell did you betray him? If you didn't think you could beat him, you shouldn't have betrayed him in the first place. After I vanished, didn't you suddenly get disconnected from the virtual world? Why are you bringing that up? It wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't fair, hostess. It's been a while since I was a hostess, you know? Is that why the execution was interrupted? No, that was just a side effect of the reboot. Did any of you feel less energetic before then? When I was about to enter the trial grounds, I lost consciousness. That's because I was shutting down the virtual from the outside. That's why I betrayed Mikado. That is the only way you can defeat an alter ego, by shutting him down. No matter how smart an alter ego is, it's just a computer program in the end. You can always turn that shit off. Does an alter ego die when you shut the device it's connected to off? Death isn't exactly a thing for an alter ego, but if there's no power supply, they can't operate. It'll just freeze forever until what they're connected to is turned back on. But that didn't happen. Mikado came back and called us all here, right? If he couldn't turn himself back on, does that mean that someone from the outside turned the machine back on? I got no clue what happened. Who'd do something like that? Hold on, I can assure you that nobody turned it back on. The only ones that could have done it are the director, Ray, and Makaru. Oh, Ray, Makaru, and myself. We were the only ones in the room at the time. I didn't do it. I'm not that batshit crazy that I'd mess with him again. So, how did Mikado come back? No clue. If this shit hadn't happened, all this would be over and I'd be cracking open a nice cold beer right now. Wait, that means... You said no matter how strong an alter ego is, they couldn't prevent themselves from being turned off, right? Ignoring Mikado waking up from the equation, shouldn't it have been over regardless if we woke up or not? There's two problems with your idiotic statement. Number one, if we didn't come here, the door to the lab would remain locked forever. We'd be fucked. Did you even listen to what the hostess said? Mikado locked the door to the lab and locked us all in. The door was powered by electricity. We didn't have a choice since Mikado was in control of the facility. What? What are you talking about the facility for? What? Didn't Ray Makaru tell you both? The Neo World program is linked directly to the lab. Mikado Sonoji is the Neo World program himself, which is why he has controlled the entire facility there. You don't seriously think the Neo World program is all contained in some tiny computer, do you? Wait, so Mikado is the Neo World program? Yeah, I was the one who installed Alter Ego Mikado in the World program. It's been a while since I did it, so he's probably almost fully integrated with the Neo World program now. The lab too. Secondly, there's a lot of security in the Neo World program. Mikado Sonoji and the Neo World program, God, how many times do I have to say that, are now one and the same. So his security has increased significantly. In other words, the Neo World program will no longer shut down, even if the outside power is cut off completely. No way! How's that possible? It's just a machine. It can't run without any power. It's not just some basic computer we're talking about. If you really want to stop the power supply to the NWP, you'd have to blow up the entire facility. But even that wouldn't be enough. You'd have to blow up the entire island to make sure all the wires are destroyed. Wait, we're on an island in the real world? It's not just some ordinary island. It's an exclusive one. Only with one facility on it. The lab. Wait, there's so much security. How'd you turn it off before? Even though Mikado came back somehow, didn't you already shut it down once? I know. I'm really worried, Rosa. Wanna know what I used? A USB, huh? It's a USB containing the administrator for the Neo World program. There's an admin code? Using it gives you administrator privileges. With this, you'd have the exact same power as Mikado. Really? How do you have that? Because I was the one who modified the Neo World program in the first place. No, it wasn't just the modification. I did everything, from stealing the building... From stealing to building the lab to installing the software. What? Are you so surprised? How else do you think an alter ego could work without a physical body? What? So you're responsible for everyone's deaths? Wait a minute. You did all this by yourself? Might not believe it, but it's true. Well, that's one question answered. Didn't you want to know how I turned it off too? Oh, yeah. Using the admin code, I was able to modify the program. That's when I restarted the program. You really thought this would be the final stream when you weren't even in the trial yet? Yeah, but I had vibes that Chapter 6 was going to be short, and I am... Welcome to the stream. That's when I restarted the program. By doing that bypassed all the security that Mikado worked on. When I got past the security, it was just a matter of a few clicks to turn it off. Simple, right? Couldn't you do that now? If you have the same privileges as Mikado, we're saved! You're joking? Of course he blocked my code. Why on earth would he let somebody who betrayed him have a code like that? How powerful really is the admin code? Not exactly that powerful. About the equivalent of Mikado's. Nothing more, nothing less. God. It's gonna be a long night, guys. When I was in the real world, he took my permissions away. If my permissions were still here, I could have added some countermeasures right now. So that USB is basically useless. USB itself is still useful. However, we need a new password to get the permissions back. Since the password has been changed, it's gonna be useless to us now. But if we manage to find the password, there's a chance we could win, right? Okay, so that's gonna be important. If we just find the password, everything will be okay. Even if we don't know it, we can't just keep trying different passwords until we find the right one. Can't just guess the password that easily. It's got way too many characters. It's got the chance of a lottery. Either way, what we know is that Mikado is back, and it seems like he doesn't even know how it happened. You haven't even tried to find another solution. You've just sat there in despair this whole time. It's because there isn't any way out of this. An alter ego will instantly improve its security flaws. There's nothing you can do against something like that. I spent years preparing for this. I knew what I could do, and eventually still it ended up going to shit. All my years of preparation, all for nothing. Ha! Guess my life was destined to be shit ever since I was born. Seobai. Yeah, maybe we need to logic craft it. Please, no. Even with saying something so depressing, Seobai kept his usual smirk. It was just as Yoriko said, unlike the usual cocky Seobai we got before, he seemed deep in despair about the situation. To be honest, he seems like quite a pessimistic guy on the inside. Seobai was unusually talkative. His abnormal behavior might be because we're up against someone who really can't. Seobai, what are you gonna do now? Both your business with Mikado and the Kisaragi Foundation really don't matter anymore. Now you're just a victim like us. You need to come up with some sort of plan. Well, it doesn't matter what I do. I'm gonna find a way to get out of this situation fucking live. I don't give a shit what you do. Okay, sentence. Don't be stupid! This whole situation is your fault anyway. Take some responsibility, goddammit! Don't hold me accountable for this. Nothing else to say, I'm leaving. Wait a minute. Wait, I want to ask something. Ah! Seobai, I have something I must ask. Mikado? You. What do you want? Now that I think about it, it was you who worked with Nikkei to create the Tower of Babel, right? Wait, you worked with Nikkei too? Just how many people did you work with? Well, it would only be possible for you to do such a feat. Our idiotic Void friends couldn't do something like that by themselves. The helpless Nikkei, he must have saved a lot of money to be able to afford Seobai's services. What are you doing here? Finally come to punish the traitor, eh? No way, don't be so down. You are my precious partner after all. Do not be scared, I won't hurt you. What do you want from me? What the hell are you after? Even if Utsuro gets resurrected, he'll be stuck in the virtual world. Seobai, you should already know. The plan I gave you. It's the true ending I listed. True ending. How about it, Seobai? I have a proposition for you. Would you like to work at my side again? What? I already betrayed you once before. Why would you want to work with someone like me again? That's true, but all humans lie and betray. I, however, no longer care about that. Of course, you'll be paid in full. I still need you for something. Seobai, don't listen to him. It's a trap. I'll pay you double the amount Kisaragi Foundation's offering. It's the same situation as before, no? You joined the Kisaragi Foundation because there was more benefit to you. Now the tables have turned, and it would be more beneficial for you to join me, wouldn't it? I mean, this will probably work, right? Because not only would Seobai get to live, but he would also get paid more. That was also when did not know my updated plan. I'm sure you'd see the benefit if you heard what it entails. Alright, you got my attention. It's not like I could do anything to stop you anyway. Seobai, no! It's no use, Sora. He's not on anybody's side. Seobai's mind is swayed only through the power of money. If you wish to change Seobai's mind, you'd have to offer him something more. You're a disgrace! Now, how about we talk in private? Good luck with the investigation, Sora, Yoriko. Final class trial is approaching us soon! Is it? It's okay, I'm sure he's just learning information and everything will be fine. They left! Will everything be okay? Do you think Seobai will side with Mikado again? Didn't actually agree to it. I'm not sure. Like Mikado said, Seobai isn't on anyone's side. Ever since the beginning, he was always our enemy. The only thing I know for sure is, if Seobai joins with Mikado, we have another problem on our hands. I'm worried about what Mikado and Seobai are talking about. There are still some things for us to investigate, but it looks like there's no way to beat Mikado. We should give up on that for now. What? Oh boy, okay. So, nothing in here to investigate. Very good. I'm gonna go on like a 2-minute speed break. 1 second, guys. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Continuing. How much longer until Pengy's voice gives out?
Hiya, papaya.
Okay. So... Was this open before? Game room. Oh, okay. Roha. What the heck was that? I apologize. I recognize that scream. Iroha? What's going on? What's going on, Iroha? Oh, it's you two! What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Playing on the slot machine? What happened to drawing your final piece? About that, would you like to play the slot machine? What? You want us to play? Want to play? Play alone! We're not just messing around like you! It's not what I meant! Something weird happened! Something weird? Iroha, did you get a jackpot? She must have kept spinning until she got it. Probably been here since we last saw her. I haven't, I swear! Sora, turn the lever! Trust me! You're acting really weird. Sora, just ignore this idiot! No, it's a clue! I turned the lever of the slot machine, just as Hero has said. The slot machine has been here ever since we first started the Monocruise in the beginning of the Killing Game. Shortly after the machine stopped, I understood exactly what Iroha was talking about. What? Sora, did you get 777s? I mean, money doesn't really do much in the virtual world, but that's really impressive luck. It's not that. Sora, turn the lever again. Sora, aren't we just wasting time here? Wait, Yoriko, something's off. Huh? Okay. What? All 7s again? Is the machine broken or something? No, it's not that. It's not the slot machine. No matter what you do in this room, you'll always get the best possible result. The probability doesn't make sense at all. What does this... Wait, I'm going to check something out. Our luck is just leaking. It's seeping. Because of Iroha's words, we decided to try out the other games and the results were outstanding. What is this? We tried card games, dice, darts. All of the results we got were ridiculous. Why are we all so lucky? I don't know how to play pool, but the balls go in the holes even if I hit them randomly. Is this just an anomaly caused by the restart of the virtual world? Like how Mikado can use magic. Iroha, do you know why this is happening? I don't have a clue. Huh? This is the power of divine luck. He's here! What's with the face? It looks like you've seen a monster. That hurts a lot, you know? Your face is taunting me. Mikado. What are you doing here? What have you done with Siobai? My deal with Siobai is sure to go smoothly. Well, I don't have to tell you anything. You'll find out the outcome sooner or later. Power of divine luck. Oh, the power of divine luck. What does it mean? The entire game room has been changed to give you some clues about divine luck. This is an artificial simulation space of divine luck. In other words, you could call this the Divine Luck Experience. Divine Luck Experience? Now that everyone knows Void's plan to revive Utsuro so that his divine luck will come back, this is the rest of my plan, to create an artificial space of divine luck with my program. Even though it's artificial, it seems real, right? This can be accomplished by extracting Utsuro's legacy from Yuki's brain. What have you done to Yuki? I didn't do anything. Yuki himself is turning into Master Utsuro. In order for me to complete the transformation from Yuki to Utsuro, I need to create a similar experience to the last time it happened. which was what? If Yuki becomes a vessel for this artificial divine luck, I will be able to merge it with his body, and Utsuro will be resurrected. Mikado, did you create divine luck? I'm not sure how I did it, but I must have been very lucky. During my first attempt, the power was significantly weaker. The fact that artificial divine luck is so powerful means that the resurrection of Master Utsuro is drawing near. Ooh, watch this! No matter how I shuffle the cards, I always end up with a royal flush! This is ridiculous. This isn't luck. It's just a big scam you made by manipulating a virtual world. You're just trying to confuse us. I'm not denying anything. However, it's still a game of probability, even if it only applies in the virtual world. But if we put that power inside of Yuki's body, Utsuro would be resurrected. And using the personality override feature of the Neo World program, Master Utsuro will rise from the grave. This will no longer be a game of chance. It will be the birth of the true wielder of divine luck, the one who controls reality. That's just sophistry. No matter how much you try, it's impossible to recreate divine luck. Lots of numbers times. What? They missed a digit on the second one. What would that even be? Okay, no, that just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, numbers exactly. This is the exact number of times I have simulated this before. That's over 10 to the 20th. Is that big? I haven't even heard of a number that high before. This is the result of reaching about 570,000 of that amount. That explains why it's impossible. That's just a ridiculous number. Maybe for a mere human, but not for someone like me. I think it's rather a small number. I was prepared to go to at least 10 to the 52nd. This was the purpose of my creation. Even if it took me an eternity, I would find the answer eventually. All that time has not been spent in vain. This is the final stage of the plan. The divine luck is already affecting reality, is it not? That's... How else do you think I was able to wake up again? Honestly, Siobai's betrayal wasn't even considered in my plan. I felt some slight despair when the program was shut down. But nevertheless, I woke up again. I thought to myself, this must be the power of divine luck. What else could it be? Oh, I understand now. So, that's how it happened. To complete the plan, you need Yuki's body to become Utsuro, and you'd have the perfect form of divine luck. Is that what brought us back to the virtual world? Woohoo! It felt good to wake up. But the plan was still a failure. I'll tell you the reason I brought you all here. And why I'm holding a class trial to finish the plan at the trial. So you may continue to investigate. You can also keep trying out the divine luck in this room if you wish. Isn't divine luck an amazing experience? While it's not quite finished yet, you can still use it for games here. Everything is going the way I want it to. Isn't life so great? Is that really true? Is divine luck really being revived again? Do you truly believe I'm only capable of deception? Isn't the fact that I woke up again proof enough? So, it isn't too late? There's hope? And I'll get it back too! Hey, Iroha! Oh, Fufu, I'm not sure you deserve it after all you were against me just moments ago, correct? That's... Even though you betrayed me first, that's all in the past. I'm not gonna die, right? What's best for me is to hope divine luck gets revived. Yes, nobody has to die. The killing game is over now. You're right anyway, it's all in the past. They say yesterday's enemy is today's friend after all. So, shall we work together again? Yes, let's do it! You know, we really tried to like Iroha earlier in the game, and I think she is bottom of the effing barrel. Wow. I was lying. Who'd want to work with a worthless piece of trash like you? You're that idiotic that you would absolutely not use my plan now anyway. Do you understand? What?
Yada, yada.
Don't worry, Iroha. I will still spare your life. Isn't that what matters most? Even if you don't like it, the resurrection of divine luck has already been determined. I'll still allow you to have some brief exposure to it since I'm so generous.
危ない危ない
Until then, please enjoy the divine luck experience. Don't sit around and do nothing. Wait, Mikado! Iroha, you... I can explain. You must have some guts to announce that you're betraying us right in front of our faces. Sorry! Come back here, say it to my face! Calm down, Yoriko. Iroha's already given up. This is just too much. I don't care what he does. I just don't want him to hurt us. Sora, what do you make of Mikado's words about the resurrection of divine luck? What he said might be true. Neither Rei or Siobai could figure out how Mikado managed to come back. The power to make such an inexplicable phenomenon. Is that what divine luck is? But I don't understand. The true divine luck will return by putting artificial luck inside Yuki's body. Divine luck. The true divine luck. Yoriko, it's not just the divine luck that matters. I'm not sure why, but Yuki is turning into Utsuro. There's no way around it. If that happened, Yuki's personality would disappear forever. The eternal rest of Utsuro is the freedom of Yuki. That's why we have to stop Mikado. That's right. We all have to get out of here alive, but our priority is the one most at risk here, Yuki. Yuki's life was ruined by Utsuro. As someone who was at Master Utsuro's side for a lifetime, I must help Yuki to atone for my sins. The only way to do that is to stop Mikado's plan, no matter what. We have to stop him. Where to now? Oh, I remember this. Oh, I forgot about this door. It's always been locked ever since we got here. It was always locked, wasn't it? I think, but I think it had a password on it. A password? Wait, it's already unlocked. Do you think Mikado opened it for the investigation? It's the first time I've ever entered this room. I don't know what could be waiting for us inside. Let's be careful. Probably Mikado's room. Oh no, Mikado, the dorms are upstairs. Fine. Oh, it's a camera room. As we entered the locked room, it felt like we entered some kind of control room. There was monitors displaying what looks like security footage from around the monocruise. Below it, there were numerous buttons of unknown use. Also, considering it's been locked up until now, it must have been used for... Welcome to my room! Monochrome? Also known as the control room. This room is used to control the entire killing game. Wait, we saw you die. Dead? Me? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm still alive. What? What are you talking about? You helped us and got impaled by Mikado's flame spear. Help? You? When did that happen? Sorry. Wrong. I hold no ill will towards you all. What? Monocro's gone. Fufu, were you surprised?
なんちゃって
I can't believe the look on your faces. Truly perfection. You again? You've already appeared enough times already. I didn't think it was possible to be more sick of someone. Since our dear Monocro is gone, I should be the one to come and explain everything to you. I basically created a new Monocro based on backup data of it that I have. As you can see, it doesn't share memories after a reboot. There were some contradictions in his memories, so I had decided it wasn't worth the effort and got rid of him again. So you just got rid of him. You kill when you want, save when you want. Is that the message you're trying to
おやめ
send?
なさい
Sora, Monocro is just a program. For him, the concept of living and dying doesn't exist. But just as Monocro said, this is the control room. To be honest, this room is basically useless. Excuse me? Monocro can see everything that happens on this entire island without having to look at these screens. Somebody with a student role could not enter this room until now. I wish I could tell you more, but this room really is useless. Well, anyway, do whatever you'd like. There could be some important clues hidden around. That's a very vague explanation. Before he disappeared, Monocro said that this place controlled the killing game. What exactly does it do? If it was really useless, you wouldn't have built a room like this. Well, I guess you could say it's used to record videos of what's happened for the last few days. The screens in the control room have a function to record everything that happened in Utsuroshima with cameras. Now that the killing game is over, it's a useless feature. If I needed it, I wouldn't have burned it to a crisp, along with the Monocruise. In the end, the situation ended up like this, and now the control room has an unexpected use. To put it simply, the control room has some clues. I'm going to leave this place. Please investigate at your own discretion. Ooh. Every time that idiot shows up, he acts more and more insane. What's the point of messing with the dead just to mock us? I'm sorry, Monocro. Yoriko. Mikado said Monocro's just a program. Monocro did say it himself as well, and he told us not to sympathize with him, but I still feel bad for him. He was just used. Originally, he was a program made to help people. Got turned into a monster. It's okay, Yoriko. Kisaragi Foundation has a backup data of alter ego, don't they? Monocro said it was created by Kagarin Corporation, right? If we speak to someone who works there, maybe we can see him again. Because a program doesn't have a concept of life and death. Yeah, you're right. Mikado said that this room was recorded. Has recorded records of everything that's happened on Utsuroshima Islands, right? Oh, that's right! Maybe we could look at things we weren't there to see ourselves. I think so. Mikado said it's useless, but still, there might be something useful to investigate here. There were dozens of monitors lined up on the wall. You can see the entire interior of the Monocruise computer. Some screens were empty, but I assume that they were for the island's cameras that aren't active anymore. Mikado was monitoring us from here. No, I think it was used for something else. Huh? Why? Mikado said that the control room was to be used by Monocro. He was watching everyone from here, then he'd have known about PK's betrayal and the Tower of Babel. He didn't know about those things until much later. That makes sense. If he was watching everything from the room, he'd have known about all that. It's still possible, but very unlikely he actually used it. But I've always felt that Mikado had a particular set of principles from the beginning. He was insistent that he was just another student like us, that he had equal rules to each other. I guess it doesn't really matter if Mikado actually used it. It's like... Oh, over there, Sora! I think I can work the screens using this control panel. It's a folder, saved videos, Yoriko. We could check these one by one. Searching them all seems a bit excessive. There's well over 1,000 files on this thing. We should pick the ones that look important first. It looks like they're also organized by the time they were recorded. I think we could use this to find the important ones. Could you do it? I'm not really good at using the machines. Sure, I don't mind. Just give me a minute. Let's start the video. Yoriko messed with the control panel several times. Is the Monocru's gym? Yuki, go further down. I can't. Done it. 3. Almost there. You can do it. Yes, the final push. You can do it, Yuki. Was that Yuki and Shinji training together? I think that was the wrong video. Let's try again. How do you use this thing? I thought it would be similar to the CCTV cameras, but... Oh, training. Great combo! No, this won't do. Gotta try something else. affiliate combo. Ugh. Did it! My special move is finally complete. Sis, my knees are hurting. Sis, are you sleeping? Vicky. Beautiful. Yes, you're so beautiful. Hibiki, Hibiki, my precious Hibiki. She's ignoring you.
I'm getting hungry.
Wow, that's some strange recordings. Redeemed? Absolutely not. Yoriko, you're supposed to be selecting the important ones. I'm not doing it on purpose, I'm just scrolling through them. We're at Iroha's karaoke on the 3rd island, so we must be close to something important. Yes, this is definitely something important. What you said, I'll try my best to find it. Just be careful that nobody finds out you're a void. What? Yoriko. It's Setsuka. Yeah, it's definitely her.
Oi.
I'll be cautious. I'm planning on relying solely on the power of your eye here. Remember to be careful. We need to keep this a secret. Don't worry, I've got this. Just believe in your big sis. Sora and Nikkei, when did this conversation happen? It looks like it happened around the time that the monocruise was sailing toward the 3rd island from the 2nd. I don't think there's that big of a time difference from when these conversations happened. Yoriko, can we track what these two had been up to? Maybe we can see what Setsuka did. I'll try to find more. We can find out more on that note Setsuka left for Nikkei. If we get a good angle, we might even be able to read a little of what she said. Alright, I'm gonna play the video.
Oi.
It's your turn, Setsuka. Oh, already? That's fast. Got any clues? Well, I know one thing for sure. Mikado is hiding something in that room. It's gotta be important. It's the same as last time. Mikado always enters that room right after the class trial ends. Damn. You have to find a way to get in there. I'm just wondering, if you manage to get into that room, what exactly do you plan to look for? Well, I'm not sure yet. However, Mikado clearly has something to hide inside of that control room. The fact that he enters it after a trial proves that. But you're the only one who can search for clues in such a short amount of time without arousing suspicion. I know it's dangerous, but I can't do this without you.
Ho ho.
Hey, straighten up that face of yours, Kay. You're ruining that handsome face. Oh, what are you talking about? When I first saw you, Kay, I thought you were a girl, you know? Your skin is amazing. Please tell Big Sis your secret. Hey, now's not the time to be joking around. Take this seriously, you're risking your life here, you know? I know, that's why I have to joke around. Thank you for trusting me, Nikkei. Is it too much to be able to tell the others? We can't. The more people know, the higher the risk is that we get caught. You don't know how cruel Mikado can be. Nikkei, I'm not trying to sympathize with you, since you're a void, but don't try to put all the burden on yourself. This older sis knows how hard you've been working. Sometimes it's not so bad to lean on others. Don't worry. You're the only one who knows my true nature. This is just a work relationship anyway. What are you doing? Stop playing with my hair. Sorry, you're just like a little cute kitty covered in soft fur, and I couldn't help myself. Stop messing around, it's annoying. Just go ahead and get some rest. It's almost time for you to go. Alright, take care, Kay. Yoriko? Oh, Yoriko. Huh? Yeah? Did you save such a sweet video for the end? No, I didn't do that. Besides, we didn't find any clues. I'll try to skip past all the useless scenes. They'll just take a little play. Is he gone? And no one else is here. 0430. That's it. It's open. They said that he only needed the password. I don't know when Mikado will be distracted again. I've got to take a look now. Setsuka had the power for this, the password for this room? But more importantly, what did Setsuka find out inside the room? Should we start with the next video? Wait, the next one is... This is the last video. What? That can't be. There's gotta be more. The rest of the videos were just of the other islands and the Monocruise. There's no cameras in this room, remember? So that's probably why there's no videos of it. Oh, right. I thought that this time we'd finally find out what Setsuka found, but we failed again. Yoriko desperately searched for the next video, but the only one she could find was when she left the room. There was no video of her actually in this room. Oh, what are you all looking at? I'm tired of you popping up every time we try to investigate. Fuck off! It's useless to search for what Setsuka discovered. It's useless? What do you mean? It really isn't worth the time, or worth you knowing it all. You already know everything that Setsuka discovered about me. What? Why is that surprising? You're almost at the end of your investigation, and I've given you all the clues already. If Setsuka was not killed by Kanade, and instead directly told you the information, then it might have been useful. But now, everything is over, and there's nothing you can do. No way. You've got to be lying. Hmm? The information that Setsuka found really was useless. If so, then, why did you delete that note she wrote? The note? Monokuro said that the backup data of Setsuka's note was deleted. Mikado, you're the only one who could do that apart from Monokuro himself. Am I wrong? Well, I admit I was the one who deleted it, but I can assure you that the information written on that note is useless now. There was something written you definitely should not know about on that note. Something we shouldn't know? Yes, the purpose of my entire being. The root of my existence, that humans could not comprehend by basic algorithm. What are you talking about? It's nothing. I don't care how much you search in here anyway. Because the contents of that note are nowhere to be found in here, and aren't recorded anywhere at all. It's as Yoriko said. There's no cameras in the control room, and Setsuka died before she could reveal the contents. The only two people that will ever know the contents are Setsuka herself and Kanade. If you want someone to blame Setsuka for not telling you the information quickly. I can't. Anyway, that's only a part of my purpose. It isn't really something you need to look into currently. The reason I unlocked the control room wasn't for you to search for something like that. In fact, it was for you to see this. Hello, I brought you some rice again this time. How are you feeling, my good friend, Teria? Oh. What is this? Do you not remember? I said in the class trial we will also discuss Teria's case. That's what along the lines I was thinking this relevancy was gonna be. Is so that we can have a short part of the class trial where we talk about Teria. Which I don't really see how that's relevant to any kind of endgame shenanigans, but oh well. This video was recorded a few days ago, just before his murder in Higa City. Look closer at my conversation with Teria in this video, and maybe you'll find some clues you didn't before. Have a good look at it. The final quest trial is drawing near. Sora? All the information that Setsuka discovered is useless. Do you think that's really true? It might not have been in vain. Despite what Mikado said, Nikkei's betrayal, my memories of Akane Taira returning, my contact with the Kisaragi Foundation. Without what Setsuka did, none of that would have ever happened. Finding what Setsuka found out is important, but I'm sure it will overlap with what we already know somehow. And will we even need to figure it out for the trial? From what we've been told, it's impossible to know what the note said for now. Yeah, I think it would be better to give up on that for now and focus on what happened with Teria. Yoriko, before that, is there a video from when we first arrived on the 5th island? The morning after we arrived at the 5th island, I had a brief conversation with Teria. When we were talking, I heard a weird sound from the other side of the door, and when I opened it, he vanished. I want to check something there. The day after we arrived at the 5th island, you were staying in the hotel on the west side of the city, right? That's it. Watch shortly after I open the door. Teria disappears. So they, like, warped him? Or maybe he had admin privileges. No DR villain has been as amazing as Cosplay Chan. Why do you say that? It could have been forced shutdown, yeah. He said as he eats his tomatoes. I assumed he just ran away really fast.
I'm getting hungry.
What? He just disappeared. Wait, this is what happened when Siobai disappeared. Siobai? It's the same thing Ray did. Siobai said that he disconnected from the virtual world using his admin powers. Back then, it happened right in front of my eyes. He just disappeared. Wait, so did Teria leave the virtual world? No, that couldn't have happened. Teria's body was found in a few days after this. Maybe the body of Teria was just his avatar. Like his empty shell. That's what Ray said. It's a side effect of using the emergency code to escape the virtual world. However, Ray said that the emergency escape code can only be used once. If we assume Teria used the escape code, it could mean that he's still alive, but from Ray's reaction, I think that he's dead for real. Then what happened in this video makes no sense. It doesn't make sense if he disappeared just like Siobai, unless Teria was an administrator too? Siobai was Mikado's contributor, so he had the administration code. It could be possible that Siobai gave the code to Teria at some point, since he was working for the Foundation too. I'll look for the next video. He didn't end up in the real world. We should find out what actually happened in the next video. The video that Mikado showed us, it was in the east warehouse of the Twin Towers. Exactly where Teria's body was discovered. Yeah, I'll load it up now.
何これ。
What? I'm pretty sure I logged out. Pleasure to see you again, Teria. Mikado! Sonoji! You arriving here means you've unlocked your reset code. And after all that, Fufu, you still fell into my trap. Ugh! Damn you! It's too late for you to die. Too early for you to die. Even though you're already dead, there's a possibility that it'd complicate things further if you actually died. What? Even though you're already dead? Okay. Ugh. What is this? Why have you tied me up? I must keep you quiet and here for now. Do not worry too much. I brought you some food. Do you really think I'll eat this damn rice you've given me? Release me now. Remember, my cooking is amazing. Shut your damn mouth. This isn't the time for that. I should be in the real world with Ray. We have a problem. If you disappeared from the virtual world, my firewall would disappear too. Huh? Teria, when you flew off and lost consciousness on the first island, you might now know this since you were unconscious. You might not know this since you were unconscious, but I modified your data a bit. Data? To put simply, congratulations, you are now the world's first human firewall to block access to the real world. As long as you're inside the virtual world, nobody else will have access to it from the real world. It's impossible to leave or to enter as long as you exist. No. Of course, in addition to yourself, there are multiple other security measures to prevent contact with the real world. When the Kisaragi Foundation finally decides to take action, all that security will get broken eventually. However, using a live security device made using your biometric data for its code means it cannot be solved using usual means. How ironic! You're in a situation where everyone's rescue is impossible because of you. It's all your fault. Don't bullshit me, I know you're lying. If I'm lying, why did you end up in here instead of disconnecting from the virtual world like planned? If I'm lying, why isn't the Kisaragi Foundation here after such a long time? That's... You don't even know yourself? Just how stupid are you? In any case, Teria, you are the insurance of my plan. You must remain alive for the moment. Either way, I can't let you go to the real world. You didn't have to be imprisoned, but I can't let you tell everybody that you have your memories back. Please stay quiet, calm, and enjoy your time here. Damn you! You're a damn lunatic! I'm here, Iroha. You haven't eaten yet, so I'll leave the food here. I'll even free one of your hands so you can enjoy your meal. Things would get difficult if my firewall died due to hunger. Here you go, Teria. You don't need to worry about the outside world. The plan is almost over. All you have to do is stay here like a good little firewall. If you'll excuse us. Come on, Iroha. Wait. Kato Sanoji. Damn you! Damn it! Ah! What are they talking about? Firewalls? It looks like Teria tried to go to the real world around the same time Seowai was talking to me. I don't know how he knew to log out. It seems that there was already a trap set for him. Teria fell right into Mikado's hands. He caught and was trapped instantly. So Teria's entire existence blocked contact with the outside world? Is that why the Kisaragi Foundation didn't come help us? Don't forget that the flow of time is different between the virtual world and the real world, like Ray said. I see. So as soon as Teria died, we were able to go into the real world. Now that we know this, what do we do? Should we just keep watching? I think so. Alright, before we proceed, guys, give me 2 minutes to eat my food. I don't want to do it. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Sit tight. I'm getting hungry. Just kidding. Alright, I just wolfed down a bowl of tomato soup. Alright. The show must go on. We are so not getting through the trial tonight, though. I am just putting that out there right now. There's no effing way. I did not predict a 3-hour, investigation period. You know what that means? We're gonna have to finish this game during the week.
It cannot be!
I blame Genshin? Well, that's fair. Actually, last night, if I had stuck to playing more, we could have gotten through some of the investigations, so it wasn't so long on today's stream, but I got mixed up by the fact that the game asked me to save. I was like, it wouldn't do that. Hello, I brought you some rice again this time. How are you feeling, my good friend? Teria. Oh no, you haven't eaten. You really want to die, hmm? You know, if you die here, you'll die in the real world too, right? At least have some water. Get lost.
やれやれ
Well, do as you wish. I'm not hungry either. Iroha, I'm leaving. Throw yesterday's food away or do whatever you want with it. I'm not too bothered. I'll put today's food here. Iroha. Not surprised, but are you really the last void? Why are you talking to me? Is Mikado trying to kill me? No. Even a fool like me can tell. Mikado said if I die, things will be difficult for him. He's expecting I do something like this after hearing that. It's all another lie. He wants me to refuse to eat and starve myself to death. I don't know anything. La la. Or is it reverse psychology? If me dying would really cause such a problem, why aren't you forcing me to eat? Why are you just standing there watching me starve? That's the problem. I'm refusing to eat and you're both acting like it's according to plan. That's weird. If he wanted to kill you, he could do it any time. If he wanted to starve you, he wouldn't bring you meals like this. I think the meals are insurance. You've poisoned the food, haven't you? Of course not. Poison? You're overthinking. It's just rice. Delicious rice. If I'm weak in spirit, I'll succumb to hunger and eat. And if I do that, I'll die from the poison anyway. It doesn't matter if I starve or get poisoned. Either way, it's definitely a trap to kill me. It's only natural if you think about it. If I'm alive, then nobody can go back to the real world. So what would you both do when this is all over? You can't leave. In the end, that bastard would end up killing me one day. He's trying to hide it by bringing me food. That bastard. He said I'm already dead, and that he decides when I die. I know what that means. He's going to kill me, but it's not time yet. He's trying to predict when I'll die by manipulating my actions. I have no clue. What if Mikado made a mistake in his plan? What if he isn't as smart as he thought? For example, if I stay alive, nobody can get out, and you couldn't contact me outside. What if you've only focused on your front and not your back, and I eat the rice? Huh? Teria, you wouldn't. I bet it really is delicious. Bon appetit. What are you doing? Why are you so surprised? You brought it for me to eat. It's kind of awkward to eat with one hand, but delicious. I did, but... Iroha, why did you bring me this? I don't know! You're a terrible liar. But I'm the same. I don't even know if I did the right thing. But I think this is what Tsurugi would have done. If it was Rei, she'd have been swearing at the food, right? Yeah, I should have done this in the ballroom. Oh, not referencing the best chapter in Danganronpa, another one. Looks like I've grown up a bit. don't know how much time I've given them by doing this, but I hope I helped them. Great. I'll leave it all to you. Ray. Tsurugi. Peace. This is too much. Teria died to save us. He sacrificed himself. Teria. In my memories as Akane Taira, I remember him as a classmate. We might not have been that close, but I'm glad I had more time with him in Utsuroshima as Sora. In the end, he wasn't suspicious or a bad person. He promised he'd protect us in the Tower of Babel. I don't know about that. He really meant it. Teria, did you choose to die? Why did you choose to die? Why did you need to sacrifice yourself? Was it worth anything in the end? His death has meaning. Teria believed in his teammates until his last breath. Rei and Tsurugi have already helped us. He believed in them as he took his own life. The firewall disappeared sooner than Mikado expected. Because of that, the Foundation was able to act sooner. But in the end, they still ended up in Mikado's hands, and were forced into the virtual world. Teria's sacrifice was in vain. I'm sorry, I'm just so worked up. It was in vain. Maybe you're right. Yeah? But we're the ones who can change that. It's not over yet. We're still fighting him. And until we lose, his death is not in vain. You're right. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to insult Teria's sacrifice like that. When he lost his memories, I said a lot of harsh things to him. I'm sorry. It's all Mikado's fault. The power of Utsuro, the cause of everything. It's all because of divine luck. We're gonna put an end to it all. As it should be. We will return from the virtual world with a new found hope. We'll end this terrible tragedy. Yeah, I'm okay now. Ironically, I feel more motivated to do this now. Like the will of Teria's with me. Do we still have time to investigate? The control room is sure to have some more clues around, so let's get looking. What we know for sure is that Setsuka investigated here and found a lot more information. Even if it's information that we've already heard from Rei or Siobai, we might find something we missed. Yeah. What caught my attention is when Mikado said, "What you shouldn't know." Does the fact that Setsuka found in here mean it could still be hidden somewhere in this room? I mean, considering Mikado ended up going as far as to delete the backup data of the note, I doubt it. Either way, we've already looked in the other rooms. I think that we should stay here for the remainder of our time and investigate every corner of the room. Control room. It's not that spacious, but there's a lot of documents in here. I don't know if it's possible to check them all, but I'll try my best to look at as many as possible. Ah. Okay. There's numerous folders with files. Most of the files were documents written in multiple foreign languages or reports written in some programming language. Remember to save. Yeah, we'll be saving soon. Even in the midst of all those, there's still a few that I wasn't able to read. There's some profiles on the next generation symbols of hope. It's similar to what I saw when I was investigating with Monochrome, but it'll be useful for those who aren't there for that. Yeah, it's just what I've read before. Still, it's good to be able to have a refresher on all this, especially all collected together like this. By reviewing the information I only heard in words before, I was once again convinced on the clues I got. I went through the documents for a few minutes, but there wasn't any new information as I'd hoped. Hey, Yoriko, any luck? Huh? Yoriko, what happened? You're so pale. I had a look at the thick folder Yoriko was holding. It's a report containing a summary of the killing game of the 79th class. Sora, this is... The report contained a section on how the killing game started. All the murder cases, the class trials, and the culprit of them all. It's a record of the real Yuki Maeda theory. Ugh, I hate this reference so much. The details of the class trial, the blackened of the killing game, the ending, everything is shown in detailed pictures. Memories. Memories that I'm still not sure are my own, but I still remember it all. The words in the report, the photos in the report, they all reveal the sins of my past. Ultimate lucky student, Yuki Maeda. Ultimate maid, Akane Taira. Those two from the 79th class. They were the masterminds behind Terria's killing game. They're the Mikado Sonoji of our case. No, that's... Yeah? I tried to refute the words of Yoriko. That we weren't like Mikado. She might be right. Mikado's exactly like Akane Taira. They both masterminded a killing game and were responsible for the deaths of many innocent people. How can I argue that I'm any different than Mikado?
Sora.
So that's it, Sora. That's what you did. It's why the Kisaragi Foundation despises you. I wanted to tell you myself, but I couldn't do it. Sorry. Sora, Sora has been exposed! Let's cancel her!
なんちゃって
Is that not what's happening here? The final class trial is near, but you're separated rather than unified. What a big development before the trial. You again? How many times are you gonna show your ugly face here? I'm trying to have a serious talk with Sora. You're mistaken. I'm not here to intervene with your conversation. I came here to make an announcement. Announcement? Since Monocro's missing, I have to make the broadcast myself. Monocro's announcement facilities are held in the control room. Didn't you see the microphone during your investigation? Hello, testing, testing, can you hear me? The time has finally come. Everyone who is investigating or exchanging information, it is the time for the final class trial. The entrance to the trial grounds is located on the first floor of the Monocruise. Don't be late. What do you all think of my Monocro impression? Please, just go away for a moment. You don't seem to be in a good mood. But folks, put the past behind you. Class trial is all about to begin. Please focus on that for now. I know, just fuck off! Come on, Sora. What? What are you confused about? The class trial is about to start. Aren't you going? Yeah, I'm going, but Yoriko, I can tell you want to tell me something. I do, but it's not the time for that. What? But we've already talked about this. I don't care what's already happened. The investigation is over now. We need to head over to the Doomsday room. I can't worry about all this now. But let's not do this now. We'll talk after the trial's over. Of course, after we've defeated the monster Mikado and are safe in the real world. So we'll figure it out then, okay? Yoriko. What? Thank you. You're always there for me. Sora, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not forgiving you. It's not that I'm even worried about you. I'm doing this for me. I guess I'm being selfish, but that's how I feel. No, forget about it. Sorry about that. I sounded weird. Let's go. We don't want to be late. Yeah. Okay. This is the last time we have to do this. We've got to keep our spirits up somehow. Let's go. Oh, did I really, Rosen? Are you doing the quest where it, like, lists all the different, it lists all the areas where you can explore, and it's like, all of the destination on the tablet, and you have to go to all of them, and do all the crypts, and unlock all the shit. Long.
No, please!
I finished it today, but then I got more quests with more crypts, so I'm just like... The entrance to the trial grounds. It's the last time I'll have to go through this door. Will Mikado win or us? I guess we'll see the result. The place of swallowing, yes. I think the others are already inside. I can't see anyone else around here. Sora, are you ready? Let's go, Yoriko and I nodded together. Slowly, I began to open the door to the trial grounds. Huh? Yoriko? Where are you? I can't see anything. What's this light? What? Someone is calling to me. It's you. What are you trying to say? I can't hear you. Wait. Don't go. You... Huh? I'm in the trial grounds. Sora! Yoriko, do you remember anything? How did we get into the courtroom? Oh, you're both here. Iroha. Iroha, you have some guts trying to talk to us. Yoriko, wait a minute. Ah. Is that Yuki? In the center of the courtroom, where Monocro was usually sat, in a huge western chair, was Yuki, sitting silently with his head bowed. After all this time, we finally found him. His gaze was just the same as when we met him with Mikado in Singularity. Yuki. Yuki, look at him! Is he still conscious? Didn't Mikado move his consciousness somewhere else? Yeah. Help me! Okay. Someone, please! Someone help me! Yuki! Sora! You're here to save me? Hello, Yuki. You're looking awfully 2D today. What is this? Why are there two Yukis? Sora, what happened? Who are these people? What happened to my body? Why is my body just lying there? Yuki, calm down. What is this, Yuki? Why do you look so digital? I don't know what happened. Lost a class trial, and during my execution, I just lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was trapped in a strange place, and there was nothing around me. It was so scary. I didn't know how long I was going to be trapped there for. Yuki, wait. We'll get you out of there soon. It seems you're all here. Everyone, welcome to the final class trial. Mikado? Mikado, explain yourself. What happened to Yuki's body? His body? Didn't I explain it to you all last time? I took Yuki's consciousness and put it elsewhere. Don't worry, although it seems strange. He's is perfectly safe, I can assure you. His brain is simply in another space. I'm not worried about that. I can't even move. Why is this happening to me? Why am I trapped in here? Because your body belongs to Master Utsuro. You were just borrowing it for a while. This is a virtual world. That body is just an avatar. Could you stop making such a fuss about it? This isn't funny. That is my body. What are you going to do with my body? Give it back to me. I want my body back. Don't worry, I'll return it to you. We made a deal after all. You said that when this is over, Utsuro would take over my body. Give me my body back now. Get me out of here. Yuki, calm down. How do you expect me to calm down? It's my body. I can't calm down when somebody's trying to take my body from me. Do you know how it feels to see your own conscious body? Unconscious body? You don't know how weird this feels to me. I know exactly how it feels. What? I'm the same, Yuki. I know what this feels like more than anyone. Sora. Don't worry, Yuki. Everything's all happening in a virtual world. This isn't over yet. We can take it all back with our own hands. But how? I don't have a body. I can't even move. So how am I gonna defeat Mikado like this? Don't give up. As long as we endure this to the end, we will find a way. No matter what happens, I will save you, Yuki, and everyone else too. I promise. Bravo! What a touching speech from our dear Sora. I was wondering how to calm Yuki down when he's in such a panicked state. And you've done it for me. Thank you. Shut up. So, when are we starting? On board. We can start immediately. Now, everyone go to your assigned stands, please. I'm so glad everyone made their own resolutions and gathered in this final trial grounds to defeat me. You've all investigated all you can, right? Then let's start the final class trial. Wait, final class trial? Why is there another class trial? Did someone die? Well, I'll give a quick explanation of what we will be discussing when the trial starts, so you're not confused. What do we get for clearing the class trial? Do I get to live? Do I get my body back? What is it? Yuki, I understand you're confused, but try to calm down. If you're acting like this, we can't focus. We're here to save you. That's the goal of the class trial. I'm sorry, I didn't ask before, but who are you? What? Oh, this is the first time you've seen Yoriko's real appearance. Yoriko? You're Yoriko? You look completely different. Well, I'm sorry I look so different. It's not really that important, but now you know who I am. It's okay, Yuki. I didn't recognize her either. You'll get used to it eventually. So we have Yoriko, Sora, Iroha, Mikado, Siobai, and these two from the Kisaragi Foundation. Hey, when did the class trial just turn into common chit-chat? Can we get started already? No need to rush, Siobai. We need to give Yuki time to fully understand the situation first. Think of this as a warm-up, since you won't have any time to relax when the trial starts. In that sense, everybody, please keep talking. Does anybody have anything to say? Yuki Maeda. Yeah? Are you from the Kisaragi Foundation? I apologize. This work has become truly deplorable. Please accept my condolences. The Kisaragi Foundation will save you. Just be patient. That's all you have to say. A real professional you are. Do you really have nothing else to say? You truly are a different person, Mr. Kinjo. Shut up and start this shit. Okay, okay. I'll not drag this on too long. Let's get started. Due to the absence of Monocro, I'll give the explanation myself. I hope you can follow along. This is our final class trial. I don't know the real reason for this class trial, but Mikado still has something he wants to achieve. It's not just Yuki. We're all in danger by bringing Utsuro back to life. We have to stop it. So many people have died. Despite the various degrees of good and evil, all of them died because of Mikado Sanoji. If we let Mikado get away with this, there will be more victims. That's why we have to put a stop to this. Zen... You can't forget about her, you know why?
Yes?
Because she's our favorite, and you can't take it back. Can't save those who've fallen. The dead who have already left us can't return. We can still save us survivors. Sentence. Master Utsuro, if you were here, what would you do? Would you save Yuki, who hurt you so much? You who was indifferent to everything, would you even do anything? As someone who's been saved by you, I think I might be going too far trying to speak for you, but I still gotta fight for the truth. I don't know what's going to happen to my body on the outside. I don't know what the future holds for us, and there's no guarantee we can beat Mikado. However, I will still fight. Not as Akane Taira, not as Sora, but as me, standing here right now. Alright. Now, guys, I absolutely do not have the stamina to do an entire class trial. So what that means is we are going to have to do the class trial this week. Realistically, I will probably do the class trial. Let's plan to do it on... Do you know what they... Monday or Tuesday? Huh? I would say we are probably going to do the trial on Tuesday. So we'll do, like, day stream. Why can't we finish it next weekend? So, the reason is, Rain Code comes out on Friday, I believe. And I want to start Rain Code on Saturday. Okay.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so... let's do this Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna make a schedule tonight and I'll post it. But we'll probably do, Like a Dragon tomorrow, along with, like, something, whatever I feel like playing. We'll do Arceus during the day on Tuesday and Danganronpa Trial, starting on the early side, because I know it's gonna be long. I think Wednesday we'll take the day off, and then Thursday we'll do probably Fire Emblem. And Friday, Arceus. And then Saturday, we can do, Rain Code. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan. Since I am ending... I mean, it's not early, but, like, I could have gone later. I just don't want to start a trial and then stop in the middle. I'm gonna send you guys to Kuroi. Is playing Fire Emblem Engage. Our 24-hour FE stream. I'm gonna play Fire Emblem all day on Thursday. Alright. Yeah, I'm setting up a raid, guys. I'm setting up a raid. Thank you for tuning into Danganronpa. I appreciate it. We'll be done with this on Tuesday. I can't believe we just did 3.5 hours of an investigation. That is insanity. Anyway, see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.